Yes, we're at it.
Okay. What team did Arsene Wenger join Arsenal from?
Monaco.
No. Who was Mikel Arteta's first signing as Arsenal manager?
Cedric Suarez.
No. Who scored the winner for Arsenal v Chelsea in the 2017 FA Cup final?
Aaron Ramsey.
Name the Arsenal midfield legend that was signed from AC Milan in '95.
Petit.
No, you're having a nightmare. Arsenal have had Arsenal have had 5 shared sponsors in their history. Name 4 of them.
JVC, Fly Emirates, JVC, pass.
Dennis Bergkamp and Ian Wright scored a combined total of how many Arsenal goals? That's a hard one, that. 275, 305 or 335?
335.
No. Arsenal failed to defeat which 2 sides in the Premier League during 03-04 Invincible season?
United and Liverpool.
United and Portsmouth. Who scored the last goal at Highbury?
Henri.
Yes. Which Arsenal midfielder was known as the Romford Pele?
Ray Parlour.
How many Arsenal fans, what was Per Mertesacker's nickname?
BFG.
Yeah. Which Chilean international scored 80 goals for Arsenal?
Sanchez.
Tony Adams scored the 4th goal of the final home game of the 98 title-winning season against who?
Spurs.
You don't remember the Tony Adams goal?
I was 2.
Oh. Arsenal were the first team to win both the League Cup and FA Cup in the same season. Who did they beat in that final?
You don't repeat the question, sorry.
I've started so
He
often.
needs it.
I can't hear it.
He needs it.
Arsenal were the first team to win both League Cup and FA Cup in the same season. Which side did they beat in both finals? Are you winding me up like this?
If I answer it, can I take a point off him? Sheffield Wednesday.
Yes.
I was born in 97, I don't know half of these.
It was Everton as well.
I was born in 03.
Yeah.
And Wenger was
5.
Wenger was a Japanese
5,
team.
4.
There's Grand Passate.
Nah, they were tough.
the one.
They were tough, to be fair.
Paul.
Roche and you're buzzing there. I sound like stuff.
These are the types of people that are telling you in the wake of the aftermath of the absolute horrendous, the atrocious, the absolutely pathetic, the coward, the embarrassing performance that we had to witness, that I personally witnessed yesterday in my shorts. I may just add, Storm ain't got fucking shit on me, mate. Shorts is a lifestyle, and I will not put no shin prisons on for love nor money. Before we get into it, man, you notice I'm not on my own today. I've got my brother Gianni on me show. How are you doing, my geezer? How are you doing?
Another day in paradise. Another day in paradise, except for being an Arsenal fan, because that was a load of shit performance yesterday. But other than that, all good. Always appreciate the invite, my brother.
Yeah, well, listen, man, it's always a pleasure to have you on a Friday night. And listen, man, I'm not going to get it because I don't know about you, Gianni. I don't know about any of you in the chat, but I'm not going to start talking a load of shit now. I may go on a little bit of one, so bear with me, yeah, chat. Last night, I must admit I was a little bit guilty, right? And I spoke to Shane Gooner this morning. Big up to Shane.
Big up Shane every time.
And yeah, big up Shane. He's a geezer. And do you know what? I like everyone, had from the night before, we'd watched the Brighton game and we'd thought, wow, do you know what? And we weren't getting ahead of ourselves. I'm not going to tell you that I was. So come on. But we looked at that Brighton game, all us Arsenal fans. We looked at the table after and we went, wow. And what was the word that a lot of us would use? Opportunity. Wow. What an opportunity we have. What an opportunity the league has presented itself to us. What a fantastic opportunity to do multiple things in one hit, in one game, in one home game against Arsenal. On the back of our last home game was a 4-1 as well. Fantastic opportunity. I fell into sort of a trap of forgetting what I've been saying over the last 6-7 years about this manager. Mm-hmm. And not entirely in the trap. So I'll continue. I sat there and I thought to myself, do you know what? Yeah, we should be. And this is right what I'm saying as well, by the way, people. We should be beating Liverpool. This
Hello. While everybody's getting while he's getting his stuff together, I'll just say this: that game was an absolute disgrace. That game was an absolute disgrace. The fact of the matter is that should have been a statement win for us. I still can't hear you. But that game was an absolute disgrace. I'm sorry for anybody who anybody is going to feel some type of way about it or not. There is no excuse for that game whatsoever. That is a statement game. Every season there is a team that puts their foot down against one of the teams that was in the running for a title. Doesn't matter what league it is, what year it is, or anything else. One of the teams that was in a title race the previous year causes to lose the next season. You go out there and you whoop them. We should have put that Liverpool team to the sword. Liverpool didn't know if the ball was round or square yesterday. And for anybody who wants to keep talking about this bullshit about how great football is nowadays, we had two teams mirroring the same bullshit. You're back on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just right before I end on this. We had two teams play the same bullshit, a false 9 and a number 10. There was nobody in the box for either team. It basically was a game of both teams showing off bullshit sideways fucking football and that nobody could attack. And when we did have the chance to attack with Madueke and Martinelli, for anybody who's going to try to hop on today and say that Gyökeres is a problem, we're ready for you. You know why? Because the system proved in the 79th minute when Madueke dribbled his two guys and put the ball in the box, who was the guy that was in the box? Nobody. Martinelli got in the box as the ball went past him. Why can't we put that pass into the box when Gyökeres is playing? Because guess what? If Gyökeres is in that box and he gets that service, he's burying the fucking ball. We need to start fucking playing like real fucking football, because this false 9, number 10 bullshit where nobody sits in the fucking box and the sideways passing is dog shit. And we keep giving an opportunity away. We keep giving opportunities away. Because if City goes out here and they go out and get Gahey, they've already added Semenyo, we're opening up this again for us to bottle yet another fucking league. My brother, I'm going to give it back to you.
Yeah, facts. I'm just going to have a little cheeky sip of my Stella Espoir 0%.
Everybody in the chat.
Other bitch drinks are available, but, dry January and all that. Big up to everyone. I needed a taste of what supposedly resembles beer, but there we go. Let me get back on track. So I was speaking to Shane, and big up to Shane Goon as well for the raid. Absolutely. Big up to that geezer, right? So I was spoken to him. It's a nice little segue back into that. I spoke to him this morning and we was talking about it. And I almost want to go back to 24 hours ago and smack myself in the face. And I'll tell you for why. Because it's not that I got carried away, but I just thought to myself, do you know what? We should be winning this team. We should be winning comfortably. We should be winning convincingly. So I walked to the Emirates yesterday. I had my long jacket on. I had my shorts on, of course. Come on, we don't fuck around. Real men wear shorts. All day, every day, 24/7, 365. Come on, no pissing about. That's what we do. And I'm bouncing around with my little hobbit legs, walking to the Emirates, getting assisted, trying to climb on someone's coat collar, you know what I mean? Trying to get up there, you know what I mean? It's a longer way up, but I got there in the end, you know what I mean? The calves are massive. I digress. And I'm sitting there and thinking, wow, do you know what? I had that little feeling where Brighton, they beat them. They took points off of Manchester City, and I thought, do you know what? We could do something here, couldn't we? And it's a quiet little feeling. It weren't like an intoxicating sort of feeling. It was just a little nudge. You know them little nudges from within and go, well, do you know what? Do you know what, Aaron? Do you know what, Nosy brother? Do you know what, my boy? We're looking all right here, aren't we? And my body went, yeah, actually, we're all right. If we do the business against Liverpool, yeah, we might be all right here. But there's still a long way to go, but we might be all right. I walked to the Emirates. I see that. And you sit there and you let the whole sort of thing sort of take into you, because you sit there and you think, man, it's been 22 years. The last time I watched Arsenal lift a league title, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't even legally buy a lottery ticket. I couldn't even legally buy a cigarette, which was 16 at the time, because I was only 15. I was only 15, nearly 16, but I was only 15 the last time Arsenal won the league. Couldn't even legally drink. 22 years I've waited for this. And very rarely, ladies and gentlemen, does a season, does a league, does a moment, does an opportunity present itself where you can simultaneously, by the way, simultaneously crush Liverpool, the champions, the current champions, have been somewhat of a rival. You can destroy Manchester City and their title and their aspirations, and you can make fans like me start to get on board. You could have done all of that. Now, you could have done that with a bastard 1-0 win. And I mean, you could have fucking had me somersaulting with a 2 or 3-0 win. You could have had that, but you'd have had that from a win. Now, we wouldn't have come out that Emirates with a win going, do you know what? Arsenal Football Club are going to win the league. But I'll tell you what we would have done. We'd have gone, do you know what? We'd have kept a little quiet moment to ourselves and gone, yeah, it's looking good, isn't it? Yeah, it's looking good. We'll have kept caution, and deservedly so, and correctly so. We should keep caution because it's only match day 22. But you're allowed a little moment of, oh, yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? But what we got, ladies and gentlemen, it's 105 of you in the building. Big up to every single one of you. I will come to the chat in a second. Buzzing, every single one of you have made it here. Big up to Shane for the raid. Smash the likes, smash the subs. Gianni also has a channel. Someone's put the link in there. Make sure you sub to him as well. Gianni, bruv, I sat there in my seat and I watched 45 minutes of absolute shit, right? And then at half time, I said to myself, do you know what? Don't worry about it. At Villa, I've done the same thing. Maybe we've just found him out. Maybe we were just figuring him out. I don't agree with what I just said. But that's the honest truth. I thought, sod it. 45 minutes in, yeah, we've found him out. We've got his feeling. Maybe Arteta will do something similar, or something similar happened to what the Villa game came in. Fuck me. What happened in that 45 minutes was nothing short of scandalous. It was nothing short of disgraceful. It was not a millimeter shred short of disgusting, disgraceful, pathetic, embarrassing, shambolic, pathetic, disgraceful, superlative. Shall I continue? Embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. I'll tell you why it was embarrassing. How can you come out of that tunnel to the second half against a team like Liverpool at home in front of your fans, and all of your fans, they are begging you, they are worrying, they are dreaming, they are hoping, they are paying, they are wishing, they are wanting, they are everything, that this team can come out and show something, and not a single soul out there. 15 players for Arsenal Football Club entered that football field, and all of them left with fucking skids on their fucking pants, mate. All of them shit their knickers. All of them, their G-strings were fucking knotted up to the max. The kit man has had an absolute stinker. He's had an absolute stinker, quite literally. Oh no, quite literally. All of them should hang their head in shame. And it's controlled by one narcissistic little prick. And his name is Mikel Arteta. You spineless coward. You spineless coward. You had an opportunity, and this isn't just the first time you had this opportunity, by the way. You've had plenty of opportunities. You've had plethora of opportunities in the same scenario, if not similar scenarios, where you get this moment, you get this opportunity. You can basically stamp on Liverpool. You can fucking stamp on Manchester City, and you can stamp on a lot of doubters. You can stamp on them and go, we are here. We can put one hand on that title. Maybe even a little finger from the other one. That's what you could do with a win like that. I'll tell you what a win like that does, chat. And I will stop fairly soon and bring Gianni in. But win does that. I'll tell you what, a win. Pep Guardiola has his players there the next day in training this morning. A win goes, they're all looking there and go, yeah. They've see that extra step? Yeah, they've took it, didn't they? Yeah. They'll all know. If Arsenal would have won that game yesterday, Pep Guardiola would have known. It'd have gone, Arsenal took the next step. They've took that step. That little step, they've took that extra little step. Their players would have gone, and they're professional athletes, and you know, they're top elite level athletes. They'd have give it a go, Man City. Of course they would. Of course they would. They'll fight tooth and nail. Nothing's won. Nothing's won in January. They'll still try for it, but they'll go, yeah, this is a different Arsenal. What do you reckon happened this Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen? What do you reckon happened this Monday morning? Because I can tell you what happened. Pep Guardiola probably walked in there with Phil Foden, Haaland and co around, and they're gone, do you know what? Maybe they will win the league this year, but they ain't took that step. They haven't took that step. And I'll tell you for why they haven't took that step, because we haven't. You can only take that step when you've got a manager who's courageous enough to do so.
Yep.
And I have seen umpteen times a man that has not got the capability to do what's necessary. When these moments present themselves, this manager fucking shits the bed and he leaves skids on the whole entire way out of it, so you can trace his way back to his fucking arsehole. He is not good enough. This team is managed by an average manager. It's a very good squad, a very good team. It's got all the hallmarks of potentially being a great Arsenal team. And do you know what makes this Arsenal Football Club, this Arsenal team great? A great manager. And I can tell every single one of you straight in this camera right now, I'll look down every single one of you. This manager may win the league this year. He may, but he will never make this great. He will never make this team great. Never, never, never. Because he is not courageous enough. He's not brave enough. He's not bold enough. He's not big enough. His bollocks ain't dangling low enough. He ain't hairy enough. And they ain't fucking large enough. He is a spineless, a.k.a. coward. He is a pathetic little bottle job, this manager. He couldn't fucking worm his way out of a wet paper bag, this geezer. And it fucking fills me with rage. I'm seething. And I'm seething because you'll get the little idiots that will go, oh, yeah, but, you know, we're still 6 points ahead of the table. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up for 1 second, you pathetic little wankers. Shut the fuck up. Yes, we are still 6 points ahead, but this is the same hallmarks of what we've seen for the entire fucking season. We may still win the league this year, but I have got my right to be pissed off about that shower of shit that I had to witness and pay for and endure yesterday. That's not good. Tell you what great teams do. They have great managers, like Alex Ferguson. They create things. They win things. They're a great sides. The Jose Mourinho's, the Chelsea's, the Manchester City's under 3 different managers that won the leagues, mostly Pep Guardiola. They're the ones that win stuff. They're the ones you remember. They're the ones you remember. They create things. The Arsene Wengers. This manager may rob a trophy this year, may nick the Premier League trophy. But you know what? Pep Guardiola is going to end up fucking winning that for him and all. Because I'm actually more looking forward to Manchester City games, and if they can drop points more than I am fucking Arsenal games, to see if we can gain them. That's how poor Arsenal Football Club are at the minute. It's not good enough. What was that yesterday? What was that? You fucking got presented with an opportunity to fucking show who you are and show the fucking world Arsenal Football Club are the team to beat right now. And what did you do? You fucking left shit all over that fucking pitch. Mm-hmm. You dirty bastards. You shit all over the fucking Emirates Stadium. It's brown, that carpet. I could see it. I could see the fumes coming off of them all. They were bottled it. They're coward. All in the face of this gutless manager. It was not good enough. Their tactical decisions. My son is 8 years old. 8 years old, my boy. 8 years old, right? He's 8.
Big up to him.
It's FIFA substitutions, Gianni. It's FIFA substitutions. Oh, bring off a striker, put on a striker. Bring off a winger, take on a winger. Put off a cam, bring on a cam. It's but they're different types. Shut up, you melt fans. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. That's not tactical nows. That is basement managerial fucking decisions. That is basement. Oh, I need my right winger's not playing well. Who we got? Right winger. Bring right winger on. That is basement. That is FIFA management. That is child FIFA management. It's pathetic. It's scandalous. 15.6 million quid for that. 15.6 million quid for that shit. That fucking scandalous shower of shit. 15.6 million quid. All he can conjure up is bring on like fucking players. Is that what you're telling me? It's a fucking great manager, is it? That's a fucking great manager. Fucking great manager, is it? Absolute coward. When are we going to be able to take the next step for this football club. Because I tell you what, Gianni, help me out. Ain't going to be under this fucking coward. Coward. Spineless brick. Sorry, bruv. Sorry, I had to come out. It had to come out, bruv. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bruv.
Trust me, I felt the exact same way that you did. I'm sorry, man. This is a Liverpool team. This is a Liverpool team that at one point had 74% possession in the second half. We had 26% possession in that game leading up to the last 10 minutes of the game. And Liverpool had they were lucky that they hit the bar. They were lucky. They were lucky that they hit the woodwork because besides that second half, Liverpool didn't look like they were going to score. They were happy to hold on to possession. They were happy to go sideways. Nobody was going forward. Liverpool's attack looked like they didn't know if the ball was round or square yesterday. Cody Gakpo was an absolute shambles. Florian Wirtz, they had him playing as striker, but he played false nine, wasn't even in the box. And I'll be honest with you, from the perspective from this, we got away with that bullshit call when they called a foul on Wirtz on Gabby Magalhaes, because that wasn't a foul. Gabby went up. He tried jumping over Wirtz. Wirtz timed it properly, got around him. We were lucky that the refs called that one back. Otherwise, Wirtz is in on goal, one-on-one, and we're possibly walking away with no points. To go back to what I was saying, let's just go back in recent history. Yeah, Wirtz was behind him. He jumped forward in front of him, and he turned him. And they called it a foul because of the way Gabby Magalhaes, it wasn't a push in the back, bro. If you're calling that a push in the back, then you're with the soft shit. Because the Premier League I grew up watching, that ain't no foul. That ain't no foul. But to go back to what we're talking about is this. Liverpool was there for the taking. They had no strikers. There was no attack. We should have smoked them yesterday. No, every single team that comes along to go on and win a title, somehow or another, ends up beating one of the top teams as a statement win. That should have been a statement win. Yeah. To go with what Aaron was saying, if we do what we should have did with Liverpool, Manchester City's walking into training like shit. This may not be our year. Arsenal may be for real this year. And once that doubt starts creeping into your opponents, your direct opponents for the title comes in, you already got the advantage. Doesn't even matter what the point difference is in the table. You already have the advantage. Whether anybody likes it or not, I'm standing by this. This ain't the same City team. People can hype up City all they want. Kevin De Bruyne is not there to bail their ass out. Gundogan is no longer there to bail their ass out. Bernardo Silva is not the same player that he was a few years ago. Phil Foden is still spotty. Erling Haaland has hit his drought. He always does. He always has a few games where he may not score. This should have been the game that we should have went 8 points and we should have fucking got it in. Now, Arsenal could still go on and win the league. But here's the issue. Is Arsenal winning the league or are these other teams throwing the league away? Because the problem is at the end of the day is if we go 1 year back, Arsenal threw the league away and so did City with injuries and whatever other excuse people want to come up with. And Liverpool walked the league because there wasn't any competition. That's the fact in reality. And the league is turning out the same way this year. It just happens to be Arsenal's on top. Now, if Arsenal win the league, congratulations. I'm absolutely fucking happy if we win the league. But the problem is, and what anybody doesn't want to hear is the same bullshit that always creeps around in the months of December, January, and February. That's always where we throw it away. Hey, what's this yank waffle? Go watch the NFL. You're just upset that I'm telling the truth about your club, my friend. Sorry.
Yeah. I say, have a little swig on that, innit? Do you know what I mean? Fucking, what can you do? Big up to everyone in the chat and all, man. Apart from that, geezer, obviously, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Come on, man. Big up to Yorkshire as well, man. This is what I'm sort of getting at. G. Imagine watching Wenger bringing on Wilson and Kanu while keeping on Bergkamp and Henry when drawing games. Yeah, that's how we won Premier League titles, isn't it? These like-for-like swaps are useless. That's what I'm saying. They're just FIFA. They're just FIFA, aren't they? They're just to keep the fitness level up, aren't they? To just keep that. That's all it is. Just like-for-like subs. There's no tactical analysis. Why couldn't he have done? Why couldn't he have just caught everyone off guard? And it would have caught everyone in the stadium off guard. But it definitely would have caught the Liverpool players off guard. and honest lot. Why couldn't they have gone 3 at the back and just? I'm not saying this is what he should have done. I'm just throwing something out there. Why couldn't he have just gone Timber right-sided centre back, Big Bill in the middle, Gabriel Magalhaes on the left-hand side? I don't know. Add Bukayo Saka left wing back, Bukayo Saka right wing back.
Let Miles Lewis-Skelly play where he's supposed to be in the midfield, not as a left back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Well,
we're lucky Frimpong wasn't able to do any link-up play on that wing. We're lucky that Frimpong wasn't able to get more 1-2s down that wing because he was giving Miles Lewis-Skelly everything he asked for. Miles Lewis-Skelly was getting destroyed on that wing against Frimpong the entire time. We're lucky that Liverpool didn't have anybody in the fucking box. Man, Normski.
Big up to Normski. Listen, Normski's on his road to 1,000 subs, people, man.
Everybody needs to sub to Normski.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to sub to Normski. It's a travesty that man does not have 1,000 subscribers. That man speaks nothing but facts.
100%, man. If there's anyone that's got his link in there, that'd be greatly appreciated if you could pin it in there for him, man. Let's get this geezer to $1,000. Come on, man. He double deserves it. And big up to Joseph Connor Golden as well. Big up to you, my friend. Absolutely, man. Gianni supports Arsenal as well. Of course he does. Of course he fucking does. Big up to Hendo. How you doing, Hendo, bruv? Hope you're doing well. It's probably pretty much around this time. I met you for the first time when it Hendo. There or thereabouts. I'm sure I met you up when we see Potsy, wasn't it?
Hold on. Hey, can you highlight this one real quick? Big up Hendo. This guy Tom Derby. Why are you winging? Unless you're saying whining, sorry, you're English and you still can't even use your own language right, number one. But they're in shit form. Brother, here's the thing. Every team in every league that needs to be able to go on and win a title has a proven game against one of the traditional winners. Napoli, when they won their first trophy in 33 years, beat Juventus 5-1. That's what Arsenal should have did to Liverpool. Sorry. We should have smoked Liverpool yesterday for fun. If you don't like it, sorry, man. You stuck in the Premier League bullshit. Because that's what happens in every other league but this league for some reason, I guess, then, huh?
Do you know what the problem is as well? I think Gianni as well is people always seem to be coming back to the same sort of thing, entitled, etc., etc. All of these sort of words. There's nothing entitled about it. You're telling me that I can't, after 22 years, after spending thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds on this Arsenal football team, thousands of pounds of mine, and hundreds upon hundreds of, probably even thousands of hours of my time consumed about this, that I can't expect a little more, given the circumstances, given the context of everything like that. Come on, Tom, man, you got to factor everything in, bruv. It's not all glitter sparkles, fucking clouds and fucking unicorns and rainbows everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Like big old puffy clouds. Come on, man. Get in the fucking real world, son. Get in the fucking real world, bro. It don't work like that, mate. But big up to your comment and all that anyway. Big up to Luke. You keep saying Liverpool are there for the taking. Take it then. Exactly. But Arteta don't know how to with his haram dark arts football. Exactly right. This is the point, Luke. We would have won if we had any of our strikers, mate. Exactly what we're saying. And by the way, Gyökeres, granted, we can have this sort of conversation and debate about whether he's, whether it's the what do you call it, whether it's the system and all of this until the cows come home. This geezer just ain't doing the business for Arsenal Football Club, man. He's a passenger. He's an absolute fucking passenger. Macy, what did you make of it, bruv?
Big up, Macy.
What did you make of that shit yesterday?
Aaron and Gianni,
big up to you, mate.
My two best mates in the planet. Man. I was on Northside's channel.
Mad Mace, come on, get him, bro.
Man. Good to see you, Aaron, and good to see you too, Gianni. Yeah, I was on Northside's channel just a few minutes ago, and I was talking about the game yesterday against Liverpool, and I gotta say I was disappointed. We should be putting a statement on Man City, because if we would have won that game, we could have gone 8 points clear, but instead our manager decided to play a back four in the hopes that Liverpool don't score a goal, because this manager, he was so desperate in not to lose that game yesterday, because he's afraid that if Liverpool scored that goal, then he will feel like this was his fault, because he was so desperate to protect goalless draw. So Arteta is an absolute coward because he should know that we are in a position that if we win this game, then Man City or Aston Villa, they're not going to catch us anymore because we will be in a position to win the league. But instead, we blew it. And Man City are now in the process of rubbing their hands because now that we've dropped points yesterday, they're saying, oh, this is interesting now because now that we've got Semenyo and now that Gueye might be coming as well, this could be our year. So City are right back in this, and Aston Villa as well. Let's not count them out because Aston Villa are also in the title race too. So let's not get it twisted. And yesterday, a lot of players I need to call out and said they had some disgusting games. Saka at one point in the first half, he was playing all right, like he was putting in some decent crosses, but second half he was a bit shocking. But the thing that made me even more pissed off was the fact that I received news that Northside is about to launch his new upload. Saka has signed a 5-year contract extension.
Gonna get to that,
Absolutely embarrassing. Saka should be
£300,000 a week.
Saka should be ashamed of himself. Like, why would he even think of getting another contract? Now he will be absolutely finished by 26 when that time comes. Because look at Michael Owen and look at Wayne Rooney. Their careers were finished when they reached 26. Saka will be on that list very soon. From now on, I'm not calling him Bukayo Saka. I am calling him Yo Gotti, the rapper. So this is his name's Yo Gotti. Get that right because Saka will never be the same. His name is Yo Gotti. How about do some rapping skills, you fraud? Odegaard is the Eminem of Norway with that fucking shit hair of his. How about make your hair like there was one point in the game when Virgil van Dijk was having a go at Odegaard and Odegaard just turned his head down. Like he should be engaging Van Dijk. The one person who was like confronting Van Dijk face to face was Declan Rice. Declan Rice was like standing up to Van Dijk because Van Dijk was about to weigh up our captain and Declan just showed him that you don't mess with my captain. So if anyone deserves the captaincy, it has to be Declan Rice because he stood up to Virgil because Virgil would absolutely beat the hell out of Odegaard. Odegaard is such a fucking coward. How did that man put his head down and walk away when Van Dijk was giving him the fist up like he was gonna punch him up? Odegaard,
in the manager's image, bruv. In the manager's image, Macy. That's what the captain is. Big up, Roger.
That's who he is, Aaron. He's a shameful piece of shit because all he does, he just wants to hide away and just not get involved in situations. But the thing in this game that made me pissed off was the fact that Martinelli went in on Connor Bradley, and when Bradley was on the floor holding his knee, Martinelli just got the ball and threw it in his head. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You should be like concerned for Bradley, even though you're not on the same team. You should reach your hand and pull him up, and if he's not doing okay, then just call someone to have a look at him. But instead, he's picking up the ball and he's throwing it on Bradley's head. That was absolutely disgusting from Martinelli. He should be ashamed of himself. The Brazilian Garnacho, his form at Arsenal is absolutely ruined by Arteta because when Emery brought him into the football club, Martinelli was balling out. He was scoring goals. He was creating chances. He was running like a prime Ronaldinho. But now that Arteta is in charge, Martinelli doesn't look like the same player that he was when he first came to Arsenal. So this season, Martinelli has to go. I'm sick and tired of the fact that he plays one good game and then he stinks out the next game because all he does, he turns himself into Garnacho because Garnacho, he plays one good game and then he stinks out the next game. This is who Martinelli is. He and Garnacho are the same because they always play one good game and then play a bad game. So Martinelli has to go. Jesus has to go. I don't know how long we've kept this guy in for so long. Yeah,
majority of this team needs to be looked at it going. Let's be real here.
Yeah,
let's be real. You want here. since my Madrista brother is here, we can have this conversation. We can have this conversation, which is going to be the toughest conversation for a lot of Arsenal fans to have. You don't spend $1 billion and still be talking about what if, buts, and maybes for a fucking trophy. When Real Madrid hit $1 billion spent with what they were doing, guess how many trophies they've won since they hit the billion mark? 25 trophies. You know how many trophies?
27.
27. There you go. You know how many trophies AC Milan won when they hit $1 billion? 20. You know how many trophies Inter Milan won when they hit $1 billion? 14. You know how many trophies Roman Abramovich hit with spending over $1 billion? 19. 21 if you add the 2 other ones.
Let me tell you something. Do you know how much Mikel Arteta wants in spending $1 billion?
Yeah.
It's 1-0. It's 1-0.
Yeah, as I said before.
So that's the biggest thing.
By the way,
we can't be spending $1 billion. We can't be spending $1 billion and then doing shit.
All right, by the way, speaking of, you want to know something? Yeah? you want to know something? No, I don't want to know something. Thank you very much. But Mr. You want to know something, now came out and said, before the Liverpool game, when the season ends, anyone who's been Arteta will look absolutely stupid when he wins the league. Now, guess what? You're 6 points. You could have gone 8 points clear. Instead, that fucking manager then decides, sorry for swearing, Aaron, that manager sits there, no Ekitike, no Isak, no Salah for Liverpool. What does my man do? Now is the perfect time, Aaron. Let's move now.
Yeah.
Go attack. Destroy them. Every attacking player, send them out and press Liverpool to death, and they will crumble. Let's be honest, mate. They'll crumble.
Mm-hmm.
You had a good spell, 20, 25 minutes. After that, Gianni, what happened? The same old stuff. Backs off. You barely have a shot. And you know what's crazy? Victor Gyökeres, Aaron, I told you and Lee. What did I tell you both? He will make that guy look awful. Yep. He's had 0 shots in 7 games.
Yep.
How is that? This is a striker that scored 100 goals in 2 seasons. 0 shots in 7 games. 0 shots. Bro, do you know how embarrassing? Bro, do you know how embarrassing?
Yeah, not ahead of the 10th, sure.
Bro, do you know how embarrassing that is, mate? Bro, like, here's the thing. And do you know why he's doing this, Aaron? He wants to prove a point. He wants to tell Berta, look, you should never have bought me this guy. I didn't want him. And now you're seeing what happened. Now we're all seeing what's happening. Then that guy goes out in the press conference, clearly says, if you can't win, don't lose. What do you mean if you can't win? Bro, you didn't even do anything to win that game after the first 20, 25 minutes, man. You were backing off. And that's the issue with this guy, Aaron. It's not that your team is shit. You've got a good team. You've got a very good team, bro. You've got a very good squad. But this manager is doing stuff that he should never be doing with your team. And what's it led to? It's led to half of your team being injury prone because he keeps playing them when they shouldn't be playing. Let's be real with it. Running players into the ground. And bro, I've made a bold prediction. One of Gabriel or Rice will not make the end of the season. He's gonna run them into the ground so bad. One of them will get a bad injury now. Because this guy can't look after his players. How many players have you seen got injured under his leadership? Because he can't keep them fit, bro. Exactly, 2 minutes. Because he don't know how to manage these players properly.
100. I forgot who put it in the chat the other day. There's been over 100 injuries. I think the exact number is 106 injuries since the start of last season.
Yeah.
Since the start of last season, over 100 injuries.
That's the thing. And then what do you do then? Well, here comes the next bit. This manager then sits in the press conferences and says, if you can't win, don't lose. That tells me all I need to know what he was doing. He went into that game, especially the second half, Aaron. And this is what my man did. Don't lose. He retreated. No shots on target for what? 90 minutes? Then you have your first shot on target. I'm like, brother, what is going on? They don't even
embarrassing, bruv.
Yeah,
first shot, I think, was in the 80th minute on target in the second half.
It's embarrassing. No Kitike. No. And you know what's worse? Here comes the worst thing. If you win that game, you're 8 points clear. City, you can practically say City or Aston Villa, they're not done. Instead, he's allowed them to have a key back into this title race. And see, I've now got Semenyo. If they get Margay, mate, bro, best believe that manager's going to sit there now stressed, thinking, oh, bloody hell, here we go again. Because that guy has got PTSD. And do you know what? big up to my man Issa, yeah? One was an Arsenal fan on Twitter. He put out a tweet, yeah? I think it got over 3,000 likes because what he said was spot on. He said, this team, under this manager, is not a title-winning team. That's what he said. He said, this team is not a title-winning team. The only reason Arsenal are top is because the league is in a dark place. That is the only reason why.
Facts.
And
Sam,
that is
you know what,
absolute
bruv?
fact.
Do you know what, bruv? I'm agging, yeah, and I alluded to this little point, yeah, and I'll bring Quadra in a second. I alluded to the point all the time, right? I like gauging, obviously, by what you see and everything like that, doing your math, the likeliness and all of that. I base a lot of my opinions on that. But when it comes to whether what I sort of see, or when you get, when you get that feeling who's going to win the league, I'm usually not wrong with that. Do you know what I mean? And I got that little tweak, just a little tweak against Manchester City and Brighton, where you think, oh, do you know what? Things are going our way here. We've got to do ours. And I'm not saying I would have got it last night, but I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting just for that inner me to just go, yeah, they're going to be it. And I went to the Emirates yesterday, and I thought, this might be it. If Arsenal go there and comfortably dispatch of them, I can't tell myself to feel like that. It just has to come organically, of course.
Yeah, as a
I'm
gut,
sitting there and waiting for it. And do you know what? All I done was hope that I'd probably get a feeling, or hope that I'd get a feeling and go, oh, yeah, we're going to win the league this year. And do you know what? I left the stadium worse than I did walking into it. Worse than I did walking into it. I sat there again for the umpteenth time at the Emirates Stadium and just thought, I'm not watching the league champions yet. I'm still not convinced. Now, this team might win the league. They might win the league, but they'll be a Premier League winner. They'll not be a great team. They'll just be they'll win the Premier League. Good for them. I'll be buzzing with that, by the way. Can I just get that absolutely clear? I'll be absolutely over the moon if we win the league. I've waited since I was 15 years old. I'm 36, man. I'm 36. Do you know what I mean? I've twiced my life cycle over with change. Do you know what I mean? That's how long it's been.
Another thing is,
how was the atmosphere, mate, when the Fort Town whistle was blown, Aaron? Because you were there. What was the atmosphere? What were the fans doing when the Fort Town whistle was blown?
Most of them were like that.
Yeah, I can hear. Also, I also heard some booing as well. I heard a couple of boos at full time as well. So it looks like the fans are starting to wake up now, because they're starting to see that we shouldn't be drawing to Liverpool. And no disrespect, Liverpool are poor this season. They've been getting annihilated by every single team in the Premier League and PSV as well in the Champions League. So this was our opportunity to put a mark and show City and Villa that we are the favourites to win the league. And what did we do?
Yeah.
We played there not to win that game, but not to lose that game as well. So Arteta needs to like hold himself accountable, because he blew that up.
Do you know what, bud? Yeah, I reckon you make a fantastic point here. I reckon 30, 40 of all the previous Premier League winners, I reckon all of them would have beaten that Liverpool team. Every single team,
100%.
Every single team that lifted the trophy would have beat that Liverpool team there.
Brother, the Arsenal team that blew the 8-point lead would have smoked them off the fucking block.
Yeah.
All of
them. Liverpool last year would have smashed them.
Was the fact that what made me even more pissed off was the fact that Madueke and Eze didn't come on quickly. He brought them off. He brought them on like the 77th minute, like way too late. They should have come on quickly, because we're trying to get a goal, and he waits until the 70th minute or the 78th minute to bring on a change. So Arteta, and you can see that Madueke and Eze are pissed off on the bench, because I can see the looks on their face, because they're not having it anymore. They must be thinking, why did I even come to Arsenal? I could have stayed at my own club, but this manager doesn't want to start me. So Madueke and Eze must be feeling like they must be feeling gutted.
What makes it worse, Mason? Look what he says in the press conferences afterwards. If you can't win, don't lose. The guy talks like an absolute loser, bro. He's an bro. He's the biggest scumbag manager I have ever seen. And like I said, I'm not even an Arsenal fan, bro. That guy is so unlikable. You deliberately want him to fail because he's that unlikable. He's arrogant as Mourinho, and his trophy cabinet is as big as Big Sam's. That's what the truth is, mate. He's a scumbag.
Yes, 100%.
He is, mate. He's a parasite.
Yeah,
he is.
But here's the biggest problem, and I'm gonna let Quaja and John Boy go. Anybody who's telling me that it's not the system is full of shit. Because 2 weeks ago, everybody was talking about our savior, Gabriel Jesus, is coming back. Where was Gabby Jesus when the 2 crosses got swung in the box? Not in the fucking box, because he's not a striker. Why are you pulling Gyökeres out?
He's in the midfield.
Them 2 crosses, Gyökeres, anybody who knows ball, if you're not watching some made-up fucking bullshit compilation on Gyökeres, Gyökeres is simply a one-time finisher. He can't dribble. It's not his game. He's not a guy who heads the ball. You put the ball in the box, he finishes. He finishes both the cross that Martinelli put in, that I'm forgetting the goalkeeper for Allison, where Allison went down and plucked that cross, the low cross that he put in, Gyökeres buries that. The ball that Madueke put in, he buries it. And what's even worse, and you know it's the system, how is it that half the fucking team was in the box right before the corner kick that Madueke took, and Madueke scared to cross the ball in with everybody in the fucking box? Throw it in. In his day and age with VAR, you might get lucky and get a fucking handball and get a last-minute penalty. Why are we overcomplicating this shit? It's simple shit, but it's the same old shit year in and year out. Same old Arsenal this time of year.
Yeah. Wait, mate, COYG, help me out here, bruv. You would have watched that yesterday, wouldn't you, mate? And then we'll go to Jam Boy as well. Big up for both of you for jumping on, mate. Greatly appreciate it as always. What did you make of it, man?
Everyone in the panel and the chat. That was one of the worst performances of the season, arguably hands down one of the worst performances of the season.
Yep.
I just can't believe what we just did there. I predicted 3-1 Arsenal. I have to apologize to John Boy because he was right all along, because he said it was going to be it was going to be a draw. And fair play to Jamboy, he predicted it was going to be a draw. Maybe not a 2-2 draw, but it was still a draw. But it's got to say sorry to Jamboy for that, because I tried back.
You're all right. What are you saying sorry for, man?
But let's be real, it was actually going to be a draw. I have to admit, it was just a boring game. I just felt like after the first half, I just wanted to go to bed. After that boring first half, I just wanted to sleep and just forget about the game. I just have no idea what on earth we just put on. Everyone thought, oh, but we're going to smoke them 5-0. We're going to win 5-0. We're going to be 8 points clear. We're going to dog walk the league. We're going to win the quadruple. We're going to cook everyone. That's what everyone's been telling me. But let's be real. That was hands down, arguably the worst performance. I did not see any fight, any passion, any desire, no creativity, no nothing. Another game where Gyökeres does not get any service at all because no one even passes the bloody ball to him. Like, don't really think he had to do a lot in the second half. I mean, if he'd stayed on that pitch when Madueke put that ball in, he would have tapped that in for 1-0 and we would have possibly won that game. We could have, but let's be real, he didn't, because Gabby Jesus just stood there, did nothing. Martinelli was running for it. What happened? No, it was too late. If Gyökeres was there when the ball came in, we would have won that game, maybe 1-0, a stinky 1-0 win. I'll take that win, 3 points, and at the end of the day, even Aaron would take it, Jambai would take it, Macy would take it, move on. But now, we're in a situation now, we've been gifted an opportunity to go 8 points clear when Manchester City and Aston Villa shat the bed when they dropped points, and we've shat the bed as well. It makes no sense. They gave us a 5-point lead. We should be 8 points clear. Now it's 6 points. And now we've allowed Manchester City and Aston Villa back in the title race. This is what Arteta does. He just can't. He's just relying on dropped points. You cannot do that. You win your games and you got to now wait for them to drop points, and then you got to keep capitalizing on it. But we haven't capitalized on it. And I just feel like with this manager in charge, he just doesn't have the capability with this squad. He doesn't have the opportunity to, you know what, be brave. You know what? Odegaard's been terrible for 45 minutes. Let me bring him off at halftime and bring on Eze at halftime. But no, he brings him after 28 minutes of the second half. He brings on Eze. He didn't do really a lot. Eze should be starting this game. There's no debate about it. Eze should be starting these games. But everyone's going to talk about, look, Odegaard's got 1 goal and 2 assists in his last 4 Premier League games. That's what everyone's going to tell us. He's got GA. Mate, we don't need his GA. We know he's been terrible. The guy's shit. And he'll forever be shit. He will stink in the World Cup, by the way. Don't forget, he will stink in the World Cup for Norway. I guarantee you, he will stink in that World Cup for Norway. Every stinker, I will be there. Because that's what he deserves. Because he's been terrible. And I know...
Not captain, is it?
He's not a captain. What did he do with the armband? He decided to throw it. Is that really a captain? He's trying to take his armband off. I don't care. I'm a captain. I just couldn't be asked.
I'm so glad that guy's not at my club anymore, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He is. Oh, what a useless piece of garbage player, bro. Honestly.
What useless so-and-so. Jam boy, man. Wait patiently there, brother. And then we'll obviously go to Aussie, man. Big up Aussie for joining the stream, of course. Jam boy, man.
John Boy, is that a Napoli? Is that a Napoli warm up? I see you with that Armani on there.
Yeah.
I see you wearing that
Boy,
Armani.
the Napoli.
Bada
I only joined because there was like 5 people on there, uneven, so I just wanted to even it out. Ozzy's joined now, so I jumped back off. It's like looks pretty.
Yeah,
doesn't
fuck
it?
off. That's it, Jam boy. Off your pop.
No, basically, yeah. What Quad was saying, what I said, right, was I don't think Arteta looks. Sorry for repeating myself as well. If you've already heard me say this, but I said Arteta. I don't think that he goes by how the team we're playing's form is at the current time. I think he goes by the club and how big the club is. And I said that he would give Liverpool far too much respect. And that's why I said a 2-2 draw. And I said 2-2 because usually there's a lot of goals in the Arsenal-Liverpool games. And it happened to be 0-0. Stunk out the place. Yeah, absolutely fuming. Usually I'm on Saka's case a lot of the time. But the first 20 minutes, I thought he looked quite lively and done really well. And then he just faded away. Yeah. He just faded out the game. Odegaard's his usual shit. Absolutely doing nothing. Getting a lot of the ball, but doing nothing. Playing too safe. He's not making any passes centrally into Gyökeres's feet. It's all sideways and backwards. Like it's all the same old, same old. I'm fed up with saying it. Fed up with saying the same shit over and over again. I get why people were saying 3-0, 4-1s, whatever. I get it because a competent manager. If we had a competent manager, we would have beat Liverpool last night. Due to their players they've got out, they've got no one up front. I mean, if they had their full strength squad, I wouldn't be so confident. But a competent manager beats that Liverpool side last night. I mean, you see Leeds the other week slapped 3 past them. Mm-hmm. That was at Anfield, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was at Ellen Road.
There couldn't score.
Ellen Road.
Because he locked up. I'm just sick of watching the same shit all the time. Yeah, we'll have games like against Villa where we beat them 4-1. We'll have games like that. And I think it's those games is why people get a little bit like, oh, I think we're going to smash these. Because how I see it, it's Arsenal were a bit like, if you're an adult and you go up to a little child with some sweets and you put them in front of them and they're looking at them, they're getting excited, and then you take them away. That's what it feels like being an Arsenal fan. You get excited and then they just kick you in the bollocks. You know, and then you're back miserable again. I'm just sick of it, mate. I'm still pissed off now, and it winds me up talking about it. I need to not talk about it. I need to just fucking have a day off from them. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just absolute dire. I mean, we made Liverpool look half decent yesterday, and I'm not knocking Liverpool as a club because I think they're probably up there with Newcastle, best supported clubs, best fan bases in terms of support that there is in the Premier League. But it's not good enough. It's flat. It's so flat. Even the Emirates is flat. I don't know how. Honestly, I don't know what to say. My head's gone. My head's gone. I don't know what to say.
Like I was Jam boy, like I was saying earlier, this team has all the hallmarks of potentially becoming a great team, potentially, but it needs a great manager to do so. Under this, aka spineless coward, sack of shit, Mikel Arteta, we just can't do it. He's not brave enough. He's not bold enough. He's not big enough. He's not bad enough to make them changes, them statements. Why couldn't he have changed something up, like I alluded to earlier, and gone for a 3-back 3? And then just had wing backs and took off Zubamendi and kept Odegaard and Eze on. You know, why not try something? Why not just do something a little bit different? Why not shake it up? Why not do something no one was expecting? Because he hasn't got that in his locker. All he's got is right winger off, right winger on, striker off, striker on. Yay!
It's always like
that's
for
what
like.
tactic is.
Same
FIFA.
system, same formation, same substitutions. I mean, people that take
Ridiculous.
accountability for things learn from things. Yeah, he never takes accountability. Therefore, he's just stubborn. He doesn't ever learn. He'll only learn what he wants to learn. He won't. He don't want to. He's not interested unless it's his faults. That's all he cares about. Now, I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what,
It happens, mate. It happens.
My
And don't forget, Jamboy, he blamed the weather for the draw.
No, but Liverpool are playing in that weather as well. Honestly,
Yeah, it's right for both teams.
My head's gone. I'm so fucking. We shouldn't be 8 points clear. We should be 10, 12 points clear.
Yep.
That's the
How
point.
about
Yeah.
how about blame yourself, mate, for not putting out the right tactics on the pitch? How about that? Instead of blaming the weather.
That's
They're
what I was going to say. Sorry, cheers, Sam. That's what I was going to say. When he does press conferences, it's always we didn't do this or we didn't do that. But when he gets something right, he says I. Cunt.
He should say, I take responsibility for what I did. I should do better. He could have said, you know what, I stand by what I did. I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
But Joe, but this is the issue, my bro. Claudia, this is the issue. But the guy is an arrogant scumbag. That's what I'm saying. His arrogance is of Mourinho, but he wins nothing. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes him so unlikable, broski. Yeah, bro. My man's blaming the weather, bro. It's raining for both teams, my guy. What? Are they not playing in the same weather? How about you blame yourself for not putting out the right tactics? How about that? Yeah, or not changing up the game when you should have. Like,
For a guy who looks in the mirror probably 99.9% of the time, which is so vain and selfish.
Do you know what it is? That was a replication of Ty.
Look at himself once.
Oh, he spoke like Ty on AFTV before. Oh, it's been raining. He spoke literally like him. Literally like him. Just carbon copy. Literally the same. Bro, the guy's a scumbag, man. He's an absolute scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
It's frustrating because you get that. You get them missed opportunities. You had the opportunity of a lifetime to make fans like me sit here and reflect or wake up in the morning once the emotions is done, once the dust has settled down and gone, cool, man, Arsenal have got a phenomenal chance of winning the Premier League. And look, we've still got a good chance of winning the league. We are still 6 points ahead. However, that doesn't detract from the fact that last night was poor. Why are we not able to be frustrated? Why do we have to get called entitled just because we show such annoyance? We've got a fucking pleb here, supercars, reactionary fans. It's not reactionary. We're reacting to 6 years. That's not reactionary at all. You think that there's only one game in the last 6 seasons? There's been 36. What's it? 36 times 4. 4, 8, 12, 16. That's 156 games, is it? 156 games in the last 4 seasons.
So, Aaron, what did you say?
Arteta had the audacity to come out and say that we dominated the second half. Liverpool were much the better side in the second half.
Wait, he said
we could have conceded a goal. We could have
We had
conceded
more possession, but we done fuck all with it.
Wait, he said we were the better team in the second half? He said we were the better team in the second half.
Yeah, he said we dominated the second half.
Jumbo, as soon as he said that, do you know what they should ask him? Cool. What did you create in the second half? That would have been him. He wouldn't be able to answer it. That would be him. Start
full of shit. He's full of shit.
Yeah, man, he's a scumbag, mate.
Whatever he says in press conferences, whatever he says that's a load of bollocks, the fans take that on board and then use it and say things. When they don't actually check it. Check it. When he says something, just check it. And 90% of the time, it's just bullshit. Like we've accumulated the most points in the last 3 seasons. So I thought, okay, I'm going to check that. No, we weren't. City had 151 and we had 147. You know what I mean? He talks bollocks, and then the fans, these fans that are all up his arse, will come out with, oh yeah, do you know that we've come out with the same? Yeah, we've got the most points the last 3 years. Fucking hell, man.
Positive Dan. All these guys.
Yeah, the most points, but no trophies.
Yeah, they love it, mate.
The most points, but no trophies.
He's won fuck all. He's won.
Why would you brag about that? Why would you brag about that? Could you imagine going into a pub down in Liverpool or a pub down in Manchester or a bar in Madrid and just going, All right, boys. Anyway, just to make way, please. We've got 147 points in the last 3 years, mate. Get me a table by the window, please. You'll be having Real Madrid fans
You
of all their
say
Champions
City
League
and
titles.
Liverpool
You'll
have
have
won the
Liverpool
league on the
fans of all their
3 times, though.
titles.
We
You'll
haven't
Aaron,
won it
if you
once.
say that,
Fuck off. Fuck off. You ain't even got a reservation here. Piss off, Arsenal, you little parasite. Fuck off. Do
Aaron,
you know
if
what
you
I
say
mean?
that
Bouncing in the
Madrid,
table like you've got something to put on it. You can't put records on the table. It's a bit of fucking ink on a paper, you sausage. What are you doing here?
unbelievable.
Can you imagine I said that to someone like LB as a Manchester City fan? Oh yeah, but you ain't got the records, have you? Here you go. Fuck off, Aaron, mate. What are you talking about? Do you know what I mean? And quite rightly so. Fucking hell, Ozzy, talk to me, Ozzy.
Embarrassing.
Talk to me.
Well,
Talk
big
to
up
me.
everyone. Big up.
Oh, just
Aaron,
quickly,
man.
sorry, just quickly, but big up to El Capitan, Lee Gunner for the raid. I had to get that in there. Always appreciate it, brother. Big up guns, man. Love always, man. I'll have to jump on a stream with you very, very, very soon, my brother. You're probably not listening. You got better things to do, but I hope you're well, my friend. Love always, Ozzy. Sorry, bud.
You know, it's all good, man. No, big up everyone. Big up Aaron. Big up the chat. Bro, like, it's just embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing, and people are coming out here. Oh, we didn't lose. We didn't this. We're 6 points ahead. We're still top. You know, it's just dopamine, man. It's just dopamine. Like you're playing the league title holders here at your home ground. What better opportunity to say, listen, you might be the holders, but we're taking this mantelpiece from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the intent. That's the intent we should have shown yesterday. Say, listen, we don't give a shit you won the league, whatever. You're in our home ground, and we're serious this season. We're taking it from you. But no, as this coward always does, he plays not to lose, not to win. And it's absolutely embarrassing. You have this dead Liverpool team, yeah, with one of the worst defenses they've had in years. You know, we've seen Leeds who were literally relegation a couple of weeks ago, go there and literally show more fight than us, that we're meant to be title challengers. And we let them come to our own gaff and boss us around. That is embarrassing. You know, you've got this team who everyone's waxing lyrical every week, you know, for the past God knows how long. Oh, Arsenal this, Arsenal that. And then you come against the title holders in your own gaff. And instead of saying, listen, we're gonna show you, yeah, why we deserve this title this season, we're gonna take it from you. We say, nah, do you know what? As long as you don't beat us, we won't beat you. Happy days. It's just absolutely ludicrous. You know what is, and it's the same shit. It's the same shit. You know, how many times have I spoken to you, Aaron, and all the others on the panel and whatnot, and we say tactically this manager's inept in these big games because he sets up not to win, he sets up not to lose. And in that statement shows you how coward of a manager this guy is. Because if he had the balls and he put his balls on the table, pause, he'd be like, nah, fuck this. I want to win this league title, yeah? These lot are coming up to my gaff, and I'm going to show them why I deserve this league title this season. When we go there, we go and they turn up and we batter them. You're telling me if we had a go at Liverpool last night, yeah, we wouldn't have beaten them against that defence. It's absolutely embarrassing. We're just knocking the ball side to side, predictable football. Then we tell them in the second half, you know what? You can have the ball as long as you don't score. And then, and the thing is, with this manager, yeah, like the favoritism is just sickening up to this. Like now, it's just absolutely sickening. You got players every game in, game out, putting below par performances, and still getting picked, while you spent over £1 billion in 6 years to still play Europa League players. We still got Europa League players in this team that need to fuck off. Can you believe, yeah, we've spent almost 200 million on 3 strikers, yeah, and they're all fucking shit. 200 million on fucking strikers almost, yeah, and not one of them can fucking score 10 goals in the league.
Probably not for £500,000 a week, even wages.
That's what I'm saying. How embarrassing that. You got fucking Jesus has been here, fucking broke his leg fucking 3 times, and all of a sudden he's gonna become our Lord and Savior. You got Havertz the donkey, who literally can't flip in score unless you give him 10 chances. Gokeres, I'm sorry. Do you know what? I know you're not getting the service, but man, you need to do more. You need to do more. It's not good enough. And then people are saying, "Oh, but we're so great." Mate, does it not scream alarm bells? Yeah, that last season, for the first time in God knows how many fucking years, not one player in our squad scored more than 10 goals in the fucking league. And this striker that we have, that's not good enough, yeah? He's our fucking top striker in the fucking league with 5 goals. As bad as we are, as bad as he's not getting service and we're not playing to his strength. He's our top scorer. You got fucking Odegaard, fucking more ghost. He's hiding more than a fucking ghost. I don't know how you can get worse than that. You got Saka, who's apparently just signed a new contract on fucking 300k, and the best thing he could do is try cut inside and shoot. He can't even run no more. This guy is 24, literally cannot sprint.
He'll still have a decent career, Bukayo Saka, but any
I
hope,
feel sorry for him because
anything,
you know what?
yeah.
It's not his fault to blame. He's literally carried this team for so many years on his back that he's literally basically almost killed himself in his ability now, that he needs to overcompensate every time. That it's just not going to happen for him. He's literally having probably one of his worst seasons in an Arsenal shirt, which is sad to see. You know, star boy and all that. He's not a boy anymore. You know, he's literally, if you're on 300k, you're not a boy. If you've been at a club for 6-7 years, you're not a boy anymore. You're not a man. But unfortunately, it's sad to see what he's become, to the point where he's lost a yard of pace that he's got to overcompensate for it. The funny thing is now, yeah, you've got Saka, who's good with his finishing, but can't dribble as good as he could. And you've got Madueke, who could dribble for days, but got no finishing. You've got a flipping number 10 who's not a number 10. Literally, just every time he gets the ball, it's like, what do I do with it? I mean, to be honest, if it weren't for our defense, we would not be as good as everyone is waxing lyrical as they are about us. Honestly, like, if you take away our defense and take away Rice, this team would be a mid-level team. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
the thing is, I've said this time and time again, yeah. This manager signed over 40 players, yeah. That is four almost equivalent of 4 squads. 4 squads. And you've not managed to assemble one squad that can get over the line. I mean, if that's not enough to tell you that this manager is not the guy to get over the line, then I don't know what more is. And we're meant to be accepting of this. But you ask any other fan, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, would they find this acceptable? No, they wouldn't. But we're meant to be okay with this. And every time, every season, oh, just be happy. Oh, we're top. Oh, we're this. You know, I've been hearing for weeks and weeks we're the best team in the world. Couldn't beat Liverpool twice. Lost to Aston Villa once. Drew against Chelsea. Drew against Sunderland. And we're meant to be the best team in the world. Are you having a fucking joke?
Yeah. Having a fucking bubble
It's
bath,
absolutely embarrassing. You know, that game yesterday literally pissed me off. I'm sitting there for over 90 minutes, brought out of my fucking head thinking, someone please do something. You know what I mean? And no, it's just pass, 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 pass. You know, Liverpool were without, you know, their best striker. Yeah. And literally, they could have won the game. They could have won the game.
Yeah, they would have comfortably. They would have comfortably if they had everyone else. I don't know, Ozzy, if you had mentioned it or not, but Richie, big up to you, brother, who's been a long time fan or long time geezer of the show. Big up to you, brother. He said it. You've said his name. You said a particular man's name. I think I know what Richie's alluding to. You donkey, Kai Havertz. You absolute donkey. Yeah, if I've got that one wrong, Rich, let me know, mate. Big up to you, brother. Just quickly, hold on 1 sec. I've just got to read this out from JCG. He's always in everyone's channels, man. He's always supporting everyone. He was here from day dot, old JCG. So big up to the geezer. So big up to Aaron in the panel. Why bring Jesus on? It's crap. Bring Gianni. Yeah, bring on Gianni. Look like Mikel Marino. Ooh,
I'd get kicked out of the team if I got put over there.
No, if Gianni was in the team, man, he'd be borderline, like, you know, put in jail, man. He would have got done for domestic abuse against the manager.
Yeah,
he would have properly headbutted him, and then be in handcuffs. We don't want that. But this manager's an absolute coward to come out after and say, you know, it's a good point. You know, we done well against the title holders. That's fucking embarrassing. They come to your own yard, and in the second half, you literally let them have 75% possession of the ball in your own backyard.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's an absolute joke.
Guys, I do have a treat for you now as well. But Martin Geezer as well. He said he does the same thing. Everyone shows all the support for everyone. Big up to you, Martin. Thank you very much. Hope you're all good, my friend. 6 of you should go down the lane, mate. That's it. We should all fuck off down the lane, everyone. That's it. I'll get her in. Come on, I know you're not.
I thought we had the bigger fish to fry, Aaron. That's what everyone's been telling us.
But people, one thing I do have is like whilst Martin Tapp's giving me a cheeky little prezi there, and it's very, very, very generous of you, and I'm very grateful. I do also have another panelist who's going to come on right now. You may know him, and I'm looking forward to what this absolute legend of a man has to say. His name is Kyle Wall. Okay, no, they call him the
Halloween.
Appreciate personally, and
my guy Kyle.
Come on, Kyle. Let's
come on, Kyle.
The man, the myth, the legend himself.
Whilst it's always a pleasure to see you, not in such circumstances, I may just add, we got you with a smile the other day, and I will leave it up to you, you absolute fucking legend of a man.
Yeah,
Aaron, big up to your brother. I just, after listening to your message that you left me 5 minutes ago. So big up to you, bro. And big up to the panel. And big up to the legendary chat. All legends. Aaron, where do we start, bro? Where do we start? It's a fucking shambles, Aaron. I've been saying this. It's a shambles. And it's no what's the no. Right, let's get something clear. I'm a big Bobby Perez fan. I love Bobby Perez. I think he's one of the best players ever to play for Arsenal. He was on before the game the other night trying to say that Declan Rice is in the same circle as Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira, and these Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp. This is what Robert Perez was saying before the fucking game. Declan fucking Rice. Are you joking me? Zuba Mendy. Where the fuck was he? Don't even get me started with Ghostegard. The worst captain that this club has ever fucking seen. He is an embarrassment to the fucking club, hiding when it matters. Captain, I wouldn't like going into the trenches with that prick. Because I'll tell you one thing, you have no hope of surviving. A fucking cowardly bastard like the fucking manager. A cowardly fucker. That game was there for the taking. To go 8 points clear. To show that we're going to win the Premier League, that we mean business. And what have we done? Fucking around.
Yeah.
What did I say to you last week, Aaron? I said to you that it's an embarrassment that we're not 12 or 14 points clear by now, that the Premier League is that bad. We're 6 points clear. And Man City are fucking brutal. 6 points clear. It is a joke. It's embarrassing. We are not winning anything under this clown. I keep saying it. We are not winning this league title, gentlemen. People might think that I'm mad, that you're not talking sense here. We are going to win. We're not winning it because we haven't got the fucking manager to win it. Now, the other day, I sent Shane Gooner a video clip of an Arsenal fan standing outside the Emirates Stadium, on the fucking steps of the Emirates Stadium, Aaron. And he'd been asked questions. Would you have a certain manager over Arteta? The man asked him, Arteta or Conte? Arteta. Arteta or Mourinho? Arteta. Arteta or Pep Guardiola? Arteta.
Oh, come off.
The last two fucking managers, Aaron. The last two managers, the man said to him, Arteta or Arsene Wenger. And the fucking fan said, I believe that we're going to win the Champions League under Arteta, so I take Arteta over Wenger any day of the week. Then he was asked, Arteta or Alex Ferguson? He didn't even think about it. He just said, Arteta. This is the fucking fan base, gentlemen. This is the fan base that we have at this club. It's a fucking embarrassment. George Graham is the greatest Arsenal manager of all fucking time. And this prick, an Arsenal fan, is trying to tell me that Arteta is better than George Graham. This is the fan base. You're at the game there night, Aaron, or you're at the man. I know DJB said he didn't see you or something like that.
Yeah, I got caught there, but I was indeed in full attendance. Yep.
I got a question to ask you. Was there any fucking boom after that game the other night?
Minimal.
Exactly.
I can only hear it coming out of my mouth.
Because it's acceptable. Because it's acceptable to this fan base. Because this is fucking Arsenal Football Club in a nutshell. They should have been booed off the fucking feed. Now, I'm telling you, it's time to wake up to this fraud. I know I see today, by the way, Saka was signing a 5.5-year contract. Can I ask a question? Now, people again might think that I overreact. Why the fuck is he getting a 5.5-year contract? I'm sick to days of players being overhyped and being made out to be something that they're fucking not. And Saka is not the football player that people fucking thinks he is.
Facts.
I have seen world class. 40 fucking years supporting this club. I have seen them. David Rocastle, Andreas Limpard, Robert Perez. I've seen the best of it. Freddie Lundberg, Ray Parra. I've seen them. This fucking Saka fellow wouldn't lace the fucking boots.
Yeah.
Not fit enough. 5.5-year contract, probably 350,000 pounds a week. For what? I'll tell you for what. For fucking failure. Because what did he ever fucking do for the club? I'm sick of it. Odegaard, big contract. Another useless bastard. I'm sick of it, Aaron. People might think I'm overhyped, that I'm thinking I'm overreacting. I'm not overreacting because I've seen this too many times now. Last night, my father's a Liverpool fan all his life. And I rang him last night and I said, did you watch that? It was that bad. Do you know what I've done today? I rang up Sky. I told Sky, you can get rid of Sky Sports on my house. I don't want Sky Sports anymore. And I'll tell you the reason why I don't want Sky Sports. Because I'm paying 90 fucking euros a month for that shit. That match last night was fucking shit. The football is atrocious. It's the worst football I've seen in 40 years. It's absolutely shocking. Robotic, predictable, no shots. We're trying to win a league title here, lads. And we're going around like fucking statues. And then Martinelli, the worst fucking football player. Martinelli is one of the worst football players I ever saw at Arsenal Football Club. I'm 60 on it. I want to see the back of him. I want to see, see what he's doing to the young Bradley chap. I would have put him up in row fucking Z if it was the player belonging to me. The fucking prick. How fucking dare he? And Arteta shouting and screaming like a lunatic on the sideline. Win us a Premier League title or fuck off out of here. Simple. I am absolutely fucking disgusted.
Yeah. Do you know what as well, Kyle? Yeah. I'm the same as you. Like, I think I sent you that voice note. Was it late? It might have been early afternoon, late morning, something there or thereabouts. I've had that same tone all day. Do you know that? All day. There hasn't been a moment where I've spoken to various people, Arsenal fans, friends, my missus, everyone like that. The second the conversations turn towards Arsenal, I'm just feeling so angry, disappointed.
Yeah.
It's sometimes, you know, it might sound a little bit silly to what I say. It won't to you guys in a world-class chat that we've got. I wouldn't have minded if we'd have lost that game, if we'd have fucking gone for it and they'd have just nicked it on the counter-attack, because I'd have seen us go for it. We just look like, oh, wow, oh, like deer in headlights. Oh, nothing's going our way. What do we do? It was embarrassing. I thought, Odegaard, you're supposed to be the fucking captain. Shake these lot up, for fuck's sake. Mikel Arteta, you're pretty much on the fucking sideline.
Did you see him copy Arteta during the game? Arteta was trying to tell everybody to push up when Liverpool had the ball back at the center backs, and all of a sudden Odegaard's trying to do the same thing. Dude, these guys, Odegaard is gulping and burping Arteta like it's going out of style. So is all these fan bases and everything else, bro. Here's the bottom line at the end of the day. Here, and this is what everybody's forgotten for those who are the top gooners. This is fucking Arsenal. Yeah, I'm the Yank. Yeah, I'm the American. I've been supporting this club for 20 fucking years. As the third biggest club in England, you don't get if, buts, and maybes for 20 fucking years. Big up Static. You don't fucking get if, buts, and maybes when you're the third biggest club in England. I'm sorry, man. You don't. This team should be winning trophies every year, no matter what. This team should be in the running for the Premier League every year, no matter what. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. People got soft. People got fucking soft in supporting this club, and that's what's killing this fucking club. This club is in the same category as the Juventuses, the Inters, the AC Milans, the Borussia Dortmunds, the Bayern Munichs, the Real Madrids, the Barcelonas. We are in the conversation with Manchester United and Liverpool because we are the third biggest team in England. So we should be fucking acting like it. Every fucking team that has gone through a drought for a league title smacks one of the teams that always wins it. We should have beat that fucking team 4-0. We should have won, and don't give a fuck if it comes off as disrespectful to Liverpool. Sorry, you ain't the Liverpool you were last year, and you ain't the Liverpool under Klopp. We should have slapped the fuck out of them yesterday.
100% Gianni. And I tell you something, Marlon, and this sums it all up to fucking me. I was up in Aldi yesterday before the game with the missus. Now, my missus hates, and I mean hates football. Because she sees what happens to me.
Because of the TV.
And she said, look, the television's been fucking replaced every fucking month. But I said to her last night up in Aldi, I said to her, I just grabbed her. I literally grabbed her. This is how excited I was, Aaron. I grabbed her in the middle of the aisle, and I picked her up off the ground. And I said, babe, Tonight, we could actually put a marker down to win the Premier League the first time in 22 years. I'm so fucking excited. And I shouted. And she said, Kai, put me down. You're making a show of me. And you know what she said to me when we were getting into the car? You know what she said to me when we were getting into the car? She said, poor babe, you do know that they're going to let you down again tonight. And she was fucking spot on and she knows nothing about the game. It's a fucking joke, Aaron. Even people that don't know anything about football can tell you. I saw Ray. What's Ray doing, by the way? Running around the fucking field, giving directions. What the fuck is that? You're a goalkeeper.
What's that?
The fucking goal,
he needs to learn. He needs to stay in his lane, doesn't he? What's that all about? They all believe in their own legend, didn't they? Now,
can I
That's
add
what
to that?
they're
Here's the other problem that I think.
Jump in and then we'll jump the static. Big up.
Here's the other problem too, and I've been saying this and beating this fucking drum. When you are a manager of one of the big clubs, you need to play to the club's DNA. Arsenal's DNA is open attacking football. People could say whatever they want about the George Graham era. George Graham was smoking teams off the block 4-0, 5-0, like it wasn't going out of style. So correct yourself when you talk about we played boring football under George Graham. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Arsene Wenger, beautiful open attacking football. We've spent £1 billion fucking pounds. This team is not the Inter Milan team under Jose Mourinho that spent $1 billion and sat back and kicked everybody's ass on the counterattack. It's not that team. So we shouldn't be doing it. This team should be taking the initiative, going out here and slapping the fuck out of every single team we play. Not playing scared football. And I'm sorry. Lee put it up. Shout out Lee Gunner. He put it up on his live the other day. At one point, at home, Liverpool had 74% possession. We had 26% possession. I'm sorry. That's not fucking acceptable at Arsenal Football Club. I don't give a rat's ass who the opponent is. We should never, at home, only have 26% possession. That's bullshit.
And especially when we're trying to win the league, Gianni. Especially when we're trying to win the league.
Exactly.
A fucking embarrassment.
This guy came out of his press conference, Carl, and he blamed he was trying to say that the weather was affecting the game. How can you blame the weather in the game?
Brother, AFTV, that fucking Robbie fucking Lyle came out and he said, oh, the weather had an impact on the game. Why don't you go fuck yourself, Robbie Lyle? How about that? You're the worst fucking thing that ever happened to Arsenal Football Club. You and your fucking channel, you fucking prick. Luton Town supporter. Fuck off out of here. Not wanted. Talking shit. And all your little fucking cronies with you. Crowd of pricks. Lee Judges, another fucking flip-flop. Doesn't know if he's Arteta in or Arteta out. Another fucking dickhead. Get the fuck, thinking he's a fucking hard man, gangster fella from a fucking Guy Ritchie film. You fucking body-headed prick. I fucking see you in the Ember Stadium. I tell you what, you fucking are. You fucking arsehole. I'm sick of people like that. Mouth fucking pieces. Talking fucking shit. You're either Arteta in or Arteta out, you fucking prick. Robbie Lyle, Lee Judges, and all those pricks, fuck off out of here. You're not wanted at the club. You're a disgrace to the club. You're a disgrace to the badge that I fucking grew up on. Pricks.
Yeah, no, facts, man. Just before I bring Static in, you mentioned something there as well when you said about picking up your lovely missus and that, and having that bit of excitement. That's what I was sort of alluding to when I opened the show and just sort of before it. I let myself, you let yourself believe in them because you get a little bit excited. You forget almost what you've told yourself and what you've told other people for the last 6 years. You lost yourself in that moment as a fan where you think, do you know what, maybe we could win it again. Maybe we could just win it. And you pick up your missus. For me, it was walking to the stadium. I was walking to the stadium in my shorts in the storm, of course. That's how I do. And you know what I mean? I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, or walking there, and I'm like, I wonder, like, if we was to win today, like, I wonder what the atmosphere in the stadium's going to like. Like, let's say we won and it was electric and it was 2-0, and I can just sit there in my seat, I'm up a tier, and just sort of spectate and look at everyone, and everyone's buzzing, everyone's going mad, and there's a verve. You know when you can feel something. You know when you can feel it. I'm like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to get that today. Do you know what I mean? I'm wondering if I'm going to look around and just be like, yeah, man, look at me, and there's 59,999 other thousands raring, ready to go and believing in it. Yeah, I wanted that. And just like you, unfortunately, and just like your missus correctly called it out, you get brought down to earth. I got brought down to earth. massively. When I left that stadium, I felt worse about Arsenal than I did walking in. And that's not what it's all about. That's not what it's all about. I was frustrated, man. I was frustrated. When you let yourself believe, and that's what these people don't seem to understand. When we talk about our passion, the way we talk about Arsenal Football Club, it hurts us. We open ourselves up and we get hurt time and time and time again. And we go back because we're junkies. We're Arsenal junkies. We can't get off of it. We're hooked. We're addicted. It's in the veins. It's not going anywhere. It's flying all around. The synapses in the brains will say nothing other than cannons. That's what they are. Our blood's red. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's heartbreaking, as Lynch is putting in there. It's heartbreaking to see. It's gutting. It's devastating. It's frustrating because I wanted to leave us. I so wanted to leave. And we're so negative, by the way. I so wanted to leave that stadium with a feeling of ecstasy, with a feeling, just looking around and everyone's bouncing, everyone's up for it. And I'm thinking, wow, man, I'm like physically here. I'm part of it. I'm part of something. I could be part of something that I haven't been since I was 15 years old, Kyle. 15. 15. Couldn't even buy a lottery ticket. Do you know what I mean? I want that. I'm desperate for it. It's aside from family. If Arsenal win the league, it'll be the best moment of my life. That's how much I want it. That's how much I love my football club. That's how much I love Arsenal. That's how much it will mean to me outside of obviously family, etc., etc. That's how much it means to me. That's a genuine statement. Nothing else, other than my missus and kids, nothing else in this family means more to me than Arsenal. I love it. Pieces.
Aaron, brother, you just said when you were 15. I just explained to you about my age. When I was 15, it was the last time we won a fucking Karen Cup. The Little Woods Cup. I was 15 years of age.
Was ya? Little Woods Cup, yeah, 93.
And we lifted up the Little Woods Cup and the FA Cup, 1993, brother. The domestic cup in Dublin against Sheffield Wednesday. I was 15. I'm now 47, and we still haven't lifted up the fucking Little Woods Cup or the Karen Cup, whatever it's called these days. It's a fucking embarrassment. 22 years ago. What was it 22 years ago? 25. I was 25 the last time we won a league title. I'm now 47. It's a fucking joke.
Yeah, it's frustrating, man, and big up to as well to Static, man. It's been a long time. Always doing his bit around all the channels. Static, man. He's a supporter of everyone, and he's also got a phenomenal opinion about Arsenal, and I'm intrigued to listen to it. Big up. Thank you very much for giving your time, man. Big up to you, brother.
First of all, Aaron, panel, it's great to see you boys. Aaron, yes, it's been way too long, man. Well, I think maybe 12 months since I last been on your channel. So, yeah.
Has it been that long? Wow.
Something like that. It's between 9 to 12 months. It's been that long. So, but it's great to be back on your channel, man. I've missed it. And I know you've been packing my head for the past 6 months. Like, come back on. I was like, yeah. It's just, life, man. Life gets in the way. Work. Gotcha. What can I say? And like I said, it's just really good to be back on. So, yeah, man. Listen, I was just so angry. I was just so angry when we didn't win that game because they were there for the taking. Because that was definitely the worst Liverpool team I've seen for a very long time. And just that game, I don't know if you guys remember when Arsenal drew goalless against Man City when I think Pellegrini was in charge about 15, 16 years ago, something like that, or 14 years ago. That game reminded me of that because I know they had Dzeko that was playing for them at the time. So it just reminded me of that. It was a goalless draw. It was just a really bad game. It was exactly like that. But like I said, the fact that we created chances, but it's just we weren't clinical. And look, a draw is probably a fair result for both teams if you look at the bigger picture. But like I said, unfortunately, we've been down this road before. When you look at the 2022-2023 season, and then the next season where we were going for the league title and we just kept drawing games and we kept losing games. And people don't understand. I get it. Some people don't get it, to the new subscribers and all that. But it's just, look, we've been through this. You only look at the last 3 to 4 years where we were competing, and we've been there. We've done that. It's just and we've been getting a little bit too much hype, like, oh, we're going to do it. So if that's the case, now we have to back that up, where we have to keep winning. And look, I'm glad we're still undefeated at home, and I'm glad we're starting to build a home fortress at home. But again, I just want us to, at this point in time, I just care about is also all I care about is also just winning every single game. I mean, look, I know the way we play football, it's not great, and yes, I know, and despite the fact we're winning games, but I still want to see a little bit more attacking, and it's only because I just want Arsenal to boost their goal difference, because you never know. This league title could be decided by goal difference at the end of the season. I'm not saying it could, but in the past it has happened, and you never know. So I don't mind the way we're playing. Listen, if it was the last 5 to 10 games of the season, okay, fair enough, I get it. But right now, during the season, this is not acceptable. We need to be attacking a lot more. I need to see more conviction. I need to see more convincing performances. Again, as I repeat, I don't mind if it's the last 5 games or the last 10 games. That's fine. I totally get it. But right now, we need to be focusing on putting in more attacking displays just to boost our goal difference. Because again, you never know what could happen on the last game of the season. Yeah. And now we've got another injury with Nkapia. Oh, more injuries.
Do you know any injury of that? What's the extent of that injury, by the way? Does anyone know that?
I'll look up right now.
Yeah, I'm not really too
was
sure.
Was it hamstring or was knee injury?
Well.
I have no idea.
We got the doc in the building.
Has someone called for a doctor?
We've got the doc in the building. Big up to you, man.
Hamstring. Lo and behold, hamstring. Hincapie is a hamstring injury again.
Another hamstring.
Another hamstring.
The shot.
That is a little bit outside of my medical repertoire. I only deal with rectal cavity enthusiasts over here at London Colony Renal Center, ladies and gentlemen. These motherfuckers, they don't even pay me either. I mean, they don't even pay me in Trident layers for that matter. I mean, it's absolutely crazy work. But again, like it's a thankless job here. And truth be told, Arteta sexuals far and wide, from Portland to Panama City. They've been avoiding and ducking my appointments. So let me tell you, Arteta sexuals far and wide. I know you're listening in here. Run. Don't walk to my clinic. We need you here.
Fucking excellent. What an entrance. Big up to you, man, isn't it? Big up to the doc in the building, man. Come on.
Yo, good to see all these legends too. Hot damn, man. We got a whole fucking pantheon of legends here tonight.
Dr. Seymour, do you want to know something? It's the 106th injury since the start of last season. You got to treat these people. You got to treat them. You got to help us. Help healing these
106 injuries. 106 injuries. How does that happen?
Aaron, remember we were thin. We were thin last year, is what he said in that press conference, is that he knew we were thin coming into the season last year. Dude, he's full of shit.
He's players are saying that the goes out, does double sessions on the field, and then after that, the goes into the gym, pump the weights. Every other team does one session in the gym, then the goes out, does one session on the pitch. This clown has 2 sessions on the pitch and then into the gym. And then they wonder why everyone's getting injured. Because I'll tell you why they're getting injured. Because we have a fucking clueless fucking manager. That's why we're getting injuries. Mm-hmm. I tell you the drive, I'm sick of fucking dead. I'm sick of fucking dead. If they don't win the league title this year, I'm done. I'm done.
Double boom, let's go!
I've had the pleasure of meeting this geezer. I've had the pleasure of meeting Oregon. Dow, big up to you, brother.
Big up, bro. Big up this battle.
up,
Holy shit. Look at all the kings in here today. Big up Static. Damn, Kyle.
DBS.
Nate,
It's good to see you, man.
AJ, Ozzy, the Doc, Kid, and Gianni. God, thanks for letting me on, Aaron.
Nah,
my fellow Yank. My fellow Yanks are up there.
America first, baby.
Yeah, what's up, Oregon Gooner, my man?
Big up. Good to see you guys. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about Arsenal? Are we talking about Napoli?
Yeah, we're We're just talking about
No,
yesterday
we're talking about Arsenal, brother.
against Liverpool and the fact that Arteta came out in his press conference and said, "Oh, but second half we played very well." Like, do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Aaron and I have had our chats today, haven't we, Aaron? And I hear
Yeah,
I brought
we
the gavel. Bringing court. Bringing court.
Court is now in
And
session.
Kyle, I should have got you one of these for Christmas, mate.
Absolutely, then.
Yeah, buddy.
No, he might use it and put it through the TV.
Gooner Joe. New
I
show.
could
Be on
say
the
if a
lookout.
window, instead of smashing the window, I'll smash it with that.
I smashed my own head with it yesterday if I would have had it.
Ooh, that's a nice little ode to a classic Beatles song, Maxwell's Silver Hammer. You know what I'm saying? You know, that could be like Mikel's Arsenal, rather than Mikel Arteta's hammer. You know, bang, bang, you know.
Mate, honestly, like, Dow, I absolutely loved you sending that message. Boys, listen, man, it was just ridiculous, wasn't it, last night?
It was.
I mean, what that the bit that hurts me the most, though, and that's what I want to just take it back to, is that passion that we have as fans. That's what it's all about. That's why we're all here talking, by the way. There's none of us at the minute. There's excellent levels in the chat. Big up to every single one of you. Smash the like button, hit the chat. Come on. We are hungry for success. We are patient people. We are decent guys. We are this, we are that. We just want to see our football club do well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry. I let myself.
I think you mute yourself, brother.
You're on mute, Aaron.
You're mute.
You're closer to the mic.
No.
You're on mute.
Mike's dead.
3 words, Aaron. Win, win, win. That's all I want from Arsenal.
Yeah, it's still down.
And your mic's still not working.
Yeah. Morgan Boone, what did you make of that shit show yesterday? While Aaron's getting his mic.
I thought it was just, well, to be honest, Gianni, I just thought that we went 3 steps backwards yesterday. 6 points ain't enough. 6 points is not going to be enough. And I was just saying on our show with myself and TJ, and shout out the doctor and shout out Jez, who was on the show with me and TJ earlier, that even if we do win it, Gianni, if we do win it, it'll be by maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 points at the most. I still want them sacked because I don't want to start over again the 26-27 season, going back through all the bullshit that we've been through in the last 5.5 years. We'll have players going out. We'll have new players coming in. They'll have to learn this so-called style of play all over again. And I don't think that this manager can continue to win, even if we do win it. You know what I mean? To me, and I even said this before, if we win it this season, it'll be Leicester City settings. It'll be kind of a flash in the pan because we've seen City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and then we'll go back to City again, possibly, right? And that's the thing that I think here, all of us as Arsenal fans don't want. We want continuation in winning. We want to solidify ourselves as that, hopefully second, for sure third place English club in Europe, right, or in England. But I don't see that continuation with this manager. If we win the Carabao Cup, even if we win the treble, let's say, without Champions League, if we win the domestic double and the league, it's time to turn a page. It's time to turn a page. We need to get another manager in here that can take this club to extreme greatness, right? And right now, let's be honest, guys, we're scoring own goals. Own goals.
Owen Wallace.
Right, yeah, oh geez, bro. It's just like, this isn't sustainable. It hasn't been sustainable for any other club. We go back to Leicester in 15-16. They won the last 7 games 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's just, to me, it's just like, if he wins it, fantastic. But that doesn't deserve another 5 years of crap that we could go through following the win in May, right? Which I'm still with my man Kyle down there. I see you, Kyle. Good seeing you, brother. That this guy is not able to get it over the line. Kyle's been saying it since day one. I've been saying it. Many of you have been saying it. Our man Lee Gunner's been saying it, obviously, with Maddie, Jez, Kenny Ken. He can't get it over the line. And if he does, and let me ask you guys, if he does get it over the line, is it a fluke? Is it a fluke? Will we go down and say, oh, yeah, Arsenal won it, but let's go back and look at how they won it? And again, like I was saying earlier, it doesn't mean like style of play. How is the consistency that we wanted? And is that still sustainable going forward? And I think not. I think he wins it. He goes out on a high. He goes to Barcelona or wherever he needs to go. And then we start anew who can actually get something out of a striker. Because I've said it before, guys, we are a striker-centric club. Ian Wright, Alan Smith, Thierry Henry, RVP, Adebayor, Lacazette, Aubameyang, right, Aaron? It goes on. And why now are we not a striker-centric club? Because of this manager. So that's my true thought. If he wins it, sack him and start anew. Because if we keep him, what if it hits the fan in November? Then we're trying to struggle to find a manager in November, December, right? And that's not always, that's not going to build confidence in the squad. That's not going to build confidence in us, right? As the core critical thinking fan base, right? It's starting anew again. And it's these players that we really adore, meaning Rice, Gabriel Saliba, now have to come under a different manager that may not work out. Right? Yeah. So I just think like if he wins it, sack him. It's okay to go out on a high, Arteta. But I just think if we wins it, we keep him, and shit hits the fan November, December, then we're really struggling. That's my true honest thought about the whole thing, fellas.
You see, gentlemen, we're all forgetting something here. We're 6 points clear, but there's 54 points still to play for. Think about it. And also, Aaron. And I know it goes back into the past. My first silverware as a fan was the League Cup in 1987. And I celebrated and I cried watching Charlie Nichols against Liverpool in that final. And then I was lucky enough to be alive to witness the 89 Anfield. Who will ever forget that when they're alive? I was lucky enough to be alive and witness it. And all the history, the double in 93, the Cup Winners' Cup in 94, 98, so on. And I have fans who gets on to me on social media, that's why I'm off social media, telling me what the fuck do I know? And why am I so negative? And why am I always looking for high standards? Because I grew up on high standards. There is no standards anymore. Last night was the perfect example. The fans were clapping. We could have put down a statement last night, go 8 points clear, beat Liverpool, and tell the rest of them, go fuck yourselves, this league is ours. Instead of that, what do we do? Never shows up. It's embarrassing. The right Christ knows the wrong Christ. Highbury knows the Emirates. You have Arteta, the nicest looking Spaniard in world football or whatever the fuck the fan base sings. They're all out singing this fucking shit song at the start of the game. They're little fucking bags, red and white bags, for the atmosphere. A big fucking lightning show before the game. What the fuck is this? A football match or a fucking cinema or what the fuck is going on? Go on, get me 3 fucking points and fuck off with your fucking bags and your fucking the rest of it.
I wonder if I've got it here. I think I've still got it here. I actually have it. It not intended as a prop. Everyone in the stadium, by the way, the most economical club in the country, by the way, Arsenal, will going green. Look, they just give us a carrier bag.
It's ridiculous.
I'll show you the carrier bag. This is what we got on our seat, a carrier bag. Everyone got a carrier bag.
I thought that was the depot from yesterday.
Yes.
Well, that costs 3 cents to make in China.
Arteta came out before the game yesterday, gentlemen, and he said that he wants the fan base to be singing, that we need the energy from the fan base. No, you don't. You're getting paid millions of pounds every fucking year. Your players are getting hundreds of thousands a week. Go to the fucking pitch, play the soccer match, and fucking win. That's what I'm asking for.
Fucking carrier bag.
Never mind their fucking carrier bag and shit like that. That's what's wrong with football.
Strangle yourself with that, Aaron.
That's what's but Aaron. All joking aside, that's what's wrong with football. The football, today's football is a fucking joke towards what it used to be.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Fucking fireworks and fucking light shows and fucking bullshit. Win the fucking game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's all about, mate. That's what it's there for, and that's just that little oomph, and that's why I brought that up. I didn't get that. I didn't get any of that, and I didn't get. I certainly didn't see that any of that going back. It was just not good enough. It was just not good enough, and that's what most of this will be probably brought on. Oh look, they're all out again, having a little moan, and like one of them I brought up earlier, we're not having a little moan about last game. It ain't reactionary. This reaction has been building. It's been cooking for 20 years,
Festering.
2 decades. It's been festering. It's been seasoning. Do you know what I mean? It's been marinating. It's been sat there for ages. We need to do something about this football club. And we got presented, boys, didn't we? And that's what breaks my heart most. It breaks my heart knowing that there was a version in an alternate reality that we comfortably win. We don't even have to go 4 or 5-0. We can just say a comfortable 2-0 win. There's an alternate reality, and not a far galaxy, by the way. It's not that far away, where we win 2-0 yesterday. And I'm coming home and I'm thinking, do you know what? I'm sat here in this calling show and I'm sitting and I'm thinking, all right, cool. I'll sit on, put my headphones on, and I'm like, I think it might be our time, boys. I think it might be our time, boys. There is a reality where that exists, and that reality could have been winning last night, but it isn't. And what I've been shown time and time again is fucking every single time we get presented this opportunity. Here's the level you're at. Here's the new level. Here's the next level. We do not take it. We do not take it. When we get presented with that opportunity to take us to the next level, we do not take it. Manchester City players could have gone into the training ground under Pep, and they could have gone, yeah, shit. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, it's League's Arsenal, isn't it? They'd have all knew. They'd have been professional, but they would have all gone. They'd have gone, yeah. They're real now, aren't they? Yeah, they're proper. Yeah, they're not going away. That's what that win would have done yesterday. That's what it would have done. That would have quietened fucking their training ground. 100%. It would have quietened down their training ground.
And the Sky Sports presenter said to Arteta after the game last night that if you took advantage, it could be this, could be that. And Arteta actually said himself that if we did take advantage, that we could be 12 or 14 points clear, and it's ridiculous. No, it's not ridiculous, Arteta. You should be 12 or 14 points clear.
Yeah.
You fucking prick.
Yeah.
You're just not fucking good enough, and you're not able to get us over the line. Simple as.
Yeah,
if I may,
joke.
You know, these people love talking about context, right? They love talking. They love talking about they love talking about context. They love talking about proof. Let's talk about proof. All right. Since the turn of the century in 2000. We were top of the league in December and January in 2002, 2003, in 2007, 2008, in 2013, 2014, in 2015, 2016, in 2022, 23, and in 23, 24. We were top of the league in those seasons. Did we finish top of the league at the end of that season? I'm here to tell you it's a resounding no. So when people talk about, I have all this faith in this manager, from where? Because I can tell you it is not from a logical point of perspective that you have so much confidence in someone that has continued to proven that they are not up to task. Now, for some reason, after spending £1 billion, after seeing all this personnel leave and enter the club, because mind you, like since December of 2019, when Arteta was given the job erroneously, shall be said, he was given the job erroneously. The only people that have stayed at the club have been the owners, the manager, Richard Garlick, Saka, and Martinelli. Everyone else has either left or they have been a new arrival since that time. Those have been the only mainstays. And when we are and the only reason why we are conducting autopsies, the only reason why we are scrutinizing and analyzing what is so wrong with our club, because we have gone so long without winning the league. Why did we demolish Highbury? Right? We demolished Highbury to compete with the biggest clubs in the world. So now we are advertising like a big club. We are marketing ourselves like a big club. We charge tickets like we're a big club. We're bringing in players, on big wages like a big club. The only thing that we're not fucking doing is winning trophies like a big club. So now everyone that said that we have had all this catch-up money. We need catch-up trophies, 2 decades worth. We are beyond. I mean, like some people can say that they're hungry. I'm famished. I'm deliriously famished. I need to see silverware at this club, because for a club that continues to advertise themselves as this big, as this big, like abominable, like unparalleled, club, in the sport, we are still failing to get over the line. And there are still some people that are, that are still impersonating as Arteta bum chums, like thinking that, oh yeah, we'll give him another season. If things go pear-shaped, we'll give him another season after that. And that's what absolutely scares me. Going back to Dow's point, if we win the league on some, and like, I don't think we're winning anything this year. I said from the onset of this transfer window, 5 out of 10 window, and we still kept the manager. That in itself is the only reason why we are not going to win anything, because it always has been Arsenal versus Arteta to getting over the finish line.
Facts.
It's a 3 out of 10.
If by George, if we win the league this season, that is going to give Arteta precedence for 6 more years and £1.3 billion more, because what we are all saying, what we are all accepting is that 6.5 years and 1.3 billion spent. The only return on investment on that is a league. That is not an acceptable return on investment. That doesn't work in any other business on the planet.
Yep.
I'm sorry for feeling, but I swear down my G. I mean, like,
let me ask you guys this: you're saying it's a 5. My man Static says 3 out of 10. Is that a 6 or a 7 out of 10 window with a different manager, though? Right? If a different manager was to get those players,
brother, if it's a different manager, we'd have won the league already.
Correct.
If it was a different manager, we'd have won the league already.
Let me tell you,
but I guess my point is that to me, if you look at those names on the back of the shirt, it's a 6 or 7, 10 out of window. But under Arteta, it's a 3 or 4 out of 10 window. So I agree with that. But I just think that if we had got rid of Arteta, brought in Ancelotti, let's say, because I saw it here at the chat, and then make those changes, Gianni, and knowing that Ancelotti has a history of winning stuff, then does that make the window rating better?
Oh yeah, but but here's the problem, and Doc knows this because he was in on the chat that I've been referring to over the last couple of days.
That fucking chat, right, yeah.
$1 billion trophy should have already been won. You don't win your first trophy after spending $1 billion. I'm sorry, you don't. We can run through every single team that has hit that marker as money spent and talk about the trophies. Roman Abramovich is on 21 trophies with his $1 billion spent. Wow. Inter Milan under Massimiliano Moratti had 14 trophies. He fucked off probably about 10 more with Inter's history of bottling shit, but he still got 14 trophies. AC Milan is 20 trophies. This is what we're saying. This year, to eclipse $1 billion, Arteta should have been on trophy number 6 or 7 right now in the time frame that he's been here. Not still what if, but maybe, who, what, where, how, and why to maybe getting 1. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you can't. And the worst part is,
exposed them.
Here's the bigger, and here's one more point that I'm going to say this, and this may ruffle a lot of feathers, but I don't give a shit.
Nah, you do what you do. You do what you do.
The introduction of PSR. The introduction of PSR. The league is already fucking rigged for the Big Six to be more successful. PSR is not allowing Newcastle, Aston Villa, or Everton ownership to dump money into those teams to compete with the Big Six. Let's all remember something here. Everybody who's hyping up fucking Trossard this year, they all wanted him gone. Guess where Trossard would have been? Villa. What do you think Villa would have been doing with Trossard at the helm with Ollie Watkins not having his fucking shooting boots on in all these games? Villa would be an even bigger problem. So the problem at the end of the day is that all of this is bullshit. You already have a leg up in the league against the rest of these teams. PSR is designed for a Leicester City to never fucking happen again.
Yeah.
So when you got the leg up, when you have the finances coming in that Arsenal does, we should have been on trophies number 6, 7, or 8 at this point with Arteta at the helm. Not still looking for number 1. Because I tell you this right now, if we win, and it's a big if, it's damning to show how shit this league has turned into. Because there's no way in hell a team who's fighting against their own identity of a club, because we should be playing open attacking football, not this bullshit that we're seeing. The fact that we're fighting against our own identity, stumbling over teams that we should be slapping the shit out of, like Wolves, like a shit Liverpool, and so many others. The fact that we may still win this league shows the bullshit of the politics of how this league is ran and how shit football is at this current point in time. End of fucking story.
You're absolutely correct. I mean, it
That's
is
true. Yeah.
it is very much like playing GTA 5 with all the cheat codes. And for the fact of the matter is, like, Arteta is still dying in game.
Yeah.
He's still dying in game, despite the fact that he has all the cheat codes. It's crazy stuff.
Aaron,
Go on.
I always talk about high standards and set the standards at the club. In a couple of weeks' time, myself and Mr. Shane Gooner are going to meet Mr. Arsenal, Tony Adams.
Nice.
And we're going to sit
Well
down,
done, Kyle. And
we're going to sit down. Sorry, Aaron?
Well done.
And we're going to sit down, brother, and we're going to have a little chit-chat with Mr. Adams. And we're going to ask him, what does he think about this farce that's going on at this great club of ours?
Kyle, please ask Tony Adams about Odegaard again.
Get that
Another thing as well that I need to clarify. Another thing that I need to clarify, Aaron.
Mate, one second. Just let Kyle land and then jump in.
Yeah, just go and land your 1 minute. You jump in there.
Sorry, Kyle, go on.
I'm going to sit down. I have Tony Adams, the 1989 jersey, signed by Tony Adams. And I'm going to be wearing that night. Awesome. And I'm going to say to him, brother, what's going on with the fucking fan base? What's going on with AFTV? And what the fuck is going on with this clown that's in charge of us? And what you think of the standard of football that's being played in today's game? And it's going to be an interesting little conversation. And I'm looking so forward to having that chat with him. Because the standards I'm expecting to be so high. And then I'm going to come on to your show, Aaron, and I'm going to tell you exactly what Tony Adams said. And anyone that's in the chat,
that's awesome.
now, what's the standards? This is what the standards are. If you don't want standards at the club, that's your own opinion. Fuck off.
Kyle, can I just say, I will say, boys, Kyle, you should ask Tony Adams if you can do a video upload. Ask him first. If he says yes, you can put it on your channel. That's going to blow up, bro.
Daddy, I already have that in mind.
Yeah.
I was saying, you, brother, talking about the standards of this club. Even only for 30 seconds. It needs to be something.
Yeah.
Anything,
man.
It's going to be very good.
But
Aaron, listen, brother, I'm going to jump off.
Big up, Kyle.
Back to the family here. Spend a few be going to bed soon, so I'm wrecked. But listen, brothers, big up to every single one of you on the panel. Big up to all the chat, even the ones that call us idiots. Big up to your brother for tuning in. But listen, big up to you all, lads. Let's hope we win this fucking league. But I don't have any fucking confidence at all, especially after the other night. Well, big up to you all, and I'll see you all in the next episode.
Okay, Kyle.
Hopefully, I'll see you this year, bro.
During the week, brother.
Please, mate. Always look forward to talking to you, bruv.
Take care, Kyle.
Fucking legends.
Take care, my friend.
Bro.
Take care, my friend. Take care, my friend. What a guy! What a guy that! What a guy he is! And
true fan.
Love a bit.
You know, he's so ungrateful.
Another true fan. Another big Arsenal.
Let's big up Larry, man. Big up Lazarus.
Lawrence.
We got Lawrence in the building.
I was gonna say about what Carl mentioned about Robert Perez on when he was mentioning about putting Declan Rice on his top favorite, like the list of great captain like midfielders, like Robert Perez. Like, why would you even say that? I mean, why would you include Declan Rice in the list of midfielders? I mean, the guy's been doing okay, but that doesn't give you the right to that doesn't give you the audacity to put him on the list of midfielders. I mean, Declan Rice, he will come good, but he needs to like perform better, because you can't just say, oh, Declan Rice should be on the list of midfielders next to Tony Adams and all these other legendary midfielders. Like, do me a favor, Bobby Perez, I like you, but you need to wake the fuck up, because I don't want you to get manipulated by the fan base and all these other pundit weirdos like Ian Wright, Martin Keown, and Ray Parler, who have already been manipulated. I don't want you, Robert Perez, I don't want you to get manipulated, because you're better than that. You and Ori and Vieira and Adams, you are the real ones, because you call out Arsenal for what it is, and I respect you for that. But don't get manipulated, and don't get caught up with the fact by what these fan base motherfuckers are saying. Don't get like clouded up by them. Use your own brain. Use what you are saying to yourself. Don't listen to what the other people are saying to you. Say something for yourself.
It sounds like Bobby P was a little bit on the Shiraz, like when he was saying that, because I mean, like, he should know better too, right? You know, again, like it's not to take anything away from Declan Rice, but he has played with some of the best midfielders the league and and the sport has has seen, like over the last 30 years. I mean, it's wild PR work. It's wild PR work.
The PR's got to stop.
Yeah, well, and that's why I was saying the other day, if given the scenario of winning the Champions League and getting relegated, I'm taking that every single day and twice on Sunday, simply because if we get relegated, not only are we cutting out people like Arteta from this club, we are also getting rid of all the dross at this club as well, and most importantly, we're getting rid of a lot of the fan base who would not support this club going through relegation and then getting promoted the following year, because we know that if that were to happen, we get promoted the following year. So I mean all these excuses, all these dead narratives. Find a different hobby, folks. Find a different hobby. All right, Arteta is host.
Find a different club.
And a different club at that time.
A different club. Yeah. Stop supporting this.
Yeah, true. That's fair point.
Find someone else. There's a plethora of clubs out there. Do you know what I mean? Lawrence,
don't Monopoly. Just don't.
Just don't. Go to Napoli. No.
Or the Colorado Rapids or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Off down the lane.
Lawrence, my friend, what did you make of that? Someone that I'm sure was at I'm almost certain in saying you was at Anfield '89. What did you make of the latest encounter?
Last night's
the latest Arsenal Liverpool encounter? Yeah,
that's exciting as watching paint dry. I mean, I mean, after 20 minutes, I don't know what we were doing. Right? I mean, as soon as they hit the bar, we just completely, shut down. I mean, I think the commentator said that after we had a chance in the 44th minute, we didn't have another shot until 5 minutes from the end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was more like a practice game. There was no energy, there was no commitment. Roy Keane said at the end, he said that Arsenal looked like they lacked belief. I mean, it's just typical of this club, that they bottle an opportunity. We've seen this before with this manager when he's got an opportunity to stamp our club's authority on a title chase. Yeah. They go and fucking bottle it. And lo and behold, it happened again last night. I had a gut feeling this was going to happen after City and Villa dropped points the previous night. There was no energy whatsoever. It was, let's pass the ball sideways and backwards. You're not going to score a goal going sideways and fucking backwards all the time. It was just, I just lost concentration watching the game. I mean, it was so boring. It was a complete 180 from that game back in 1989. I'm just tired of this. These fans of ours who still believe in this process that this clown of a manager keeps going on about. Because if this is process going forwards and backwards, then we're in the shit.
Yeah. All right, Mab.
Facts.
Quite right.
And and also progress with no success is no progress at all.
Exactly.
It's more of regression. It's more of a regression than a process.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the aim of the game is you've got a ball and you stick it in the thing at the end of the pitch with the net over it. You're not going to win any games going backwards and sideways all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Get the ball into the box when you're on the edge of the opponent's area. Don't start playing fucking triangles again amongst yourselves. Get the ball in the fucking box so we can put the ball in the net.
Yeah, it was nowhere near it. Just quickly before you jump in, Doc. Big up to Martin as well. Sorry, I didn't see these marks. Big up, mate. I'm very, 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 very sorry. I double apologise. We have the passion now to fight. Come on, man. We know it. We know it when Kyle's back, bruv. We know it when he's in the house. And yeah, and he thinks it's a shower of bastards. Come on, man. With Martin. Martin's one of us, mate. Martin's an absolute geezer. We love a bit of Martin Tap over here. I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you very much for the generosity. You're too kind. Stop. Don't anymore, my friend. Thank you very much, my friend. Keep commenting. Just don't spend the dough. But love you, brother. Always double appreciate it, my friend. Go on. Sorry, my friend. Sorry, what you gonna say, Doc?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to just to briefly address the mutant in the chat. You know, I guess like
what one?
Fire alarm
Where?
go off.
Yeah, no. Whereabouts is it?
Sarbathago Swami.
Mutant alert. Mutant alert. Mutant alert. Mutant alert.
Mutant alert.
That is awesome.
Right. Oh,
I
fuck's sake.
haven't been to attention, Aaron. I gotta see. Oh my god.
We've got it. We've got him.
Let me tell you, Mister or Madam. You know, I don't want to assume, but listen here up, Sarbathago Swami. And I do apologize if I am, like mispronouncing your name. But
Who cares?
It's a mouthful.
Since English is perhaps such a challenge and a bit of a heavy lift, we're going to make it a little bit simple. What are we trying to portray? We are portraying that we have no confidence in this manager and that we must win silverware, period. We ought to be doing the treble. We should be walking a lot of these competitions, just considering in the phase that we're in and the expenditures that we have spent, all of this time that we have exhausted. That is what we are portraying, my friend. We have to get over the line as a big club. Otherwise, we cannot continue waltzing around like our shit don't stink when we haven't won fuck all.
Yep.
Okay?
Dancing around doing nothing.
These kind of streams, your algorithms suggest these kinds of streams, you fucking plank. Hold it.
Let me take it a step. Let me take it a step further. Let me take that a step.
Yeah,
further.
I know you say you jack Seymour.
Johnny, go on, Lawrence. Go on, jump in. Go on, Lawrence.
Yeah, Aaron. I mean, I've just watched a cracking FA Cup tie between Wrexham and Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
that was the complete opposite of that shit from last night. I'm sorry I came in late, but it was such a riveting game, right? Wrexham went 2-0 up. It could have been 3-0 up, but they missed an easy chance just before half-time. Forest came back in the second half. It looked like Wrexham had won the game when they went 3-1 up. And Forest came back, and it went to 3-3. I mean, the game could have ended up 8-8. It was that riveting, and it went to penalties as well. And it was the complete opposite to that pile of shit that was on at the Emirates last night.
Yeah.
Absolute pleasure watching that game.
Yeah. No, listen, man, it was a hard watch, and do you know what? It was a hard walk back to my car. I'm doing dry January, as you all know, so I'm illegal to drink. Zeros. 0% confidence in this manager. 0%. Alcohol free. I wish I was Arteta free. Do you know what I mean?
We're having a drink for you. Aaron. We're having a drink for you.
Jesus Christ, man. Look at him. Oh, you're making me jealous, man. Do you know what? I see someone in the stadium. I'd seen in a little while when he went, here, I bought you a beer, mate. And he handed it over to me, and I thought, wow, for fuck's sake, on every single bit of it, and wanted to just go wallop, finish it in 3 or 4 seconds. But I'll give it back to him. Was being a good boy. I'm doing dry January, and do you know what? You'll like this, and I'll keep it a little bit. 4 kilos in weight I've lost in 8 days, so we will keep that continuing. I'm working hard, very, 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 very hard. I've got a goal.
Well done,
Doc will know, and we will get to a normal size. Not in length, unfortunately. I can't get any taller. Ha 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 ha. But walking back home, regardless from the Liverpool game, I just felt a bit dejected, and I want to let me bring Static in with this. I felt a little bit dejected. Does this make now? And I know the answer anyway. But this Nottingham Forest game, who, by the way, went out today to Wrexham. Big up to the Wrexham as well on FA Cup penalties.
Yeah. Well done to them.
This now is a must-win, isn't it? Because all of a sudden, Static, I'm sort of looking at Manchester City dropping them points in the free draws, and it's almost sort of reminiscent of, okay, it might not be the same in terms of timing, but we all remember the West Ham, the Liverpool, the Bournemouth. Whatever, either other. And then we always remember the 6 points we dropped, the 2 points we lost against West Ham and then Fulham. And then we all looked back at them stages in the seasons and gone, that's where we lost the league, that's where we lost the league.
And Villa.
I would have thought that if we'd have beat Liverpool, Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, City fans, all the fans, more often than not, would have probably, or more likely than not, would have looked back at this, that 3-game sequence and went, that's where Manchester City lost the league. That's where Manchester City lost the league. That's where they done it. But we've gave them a bit of encouragement, and now this Nottingham Forest game is a must win, isn't it? What do you reckon on that, man? Because it's still or die, innit? We can't afford to draw there, can we, Static, bruv?
Aaron, you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, if you look at the last few meetings away against Forest, we've drawn and we've lost. So, and even the 22-23 season, we lost that game 1-0, which ultimately gave Man City the league title without them even kicking a ball the next day. So, it's a big game. So we have to win their away, and of course, Sean Dyche actually has a decent record against Arteta. So. All the more reason where we have to win that game, and of course, finally they're knocked out of the FA Cup. So all the more reason we cannot afford to lose, and we cannot afford to drop any more points, especially this game. So I'm aware that this is going to be a really difficult game, based on recent history. Because it's been a while since we won there away. So And I'm not confident with that game because of Sean Dyche. It's just he always gets the better of Arteta for some weird reason. And again, we just can't seem to win away against Forest in all competitions.
Yeah,
I know. I think we won there recently, like one of those past games, but I just remember the last 2 games that we're just drawn and lost.
It's not a nice place to visit, is it? Static. No, that's the point, isn't it? Yeah.
And look, listen, I like Forest, and they're a good club, and it's just, and their fans, they've got great fans. It's just, it's going to be a very hostile atmosphere for Arsenal, and just it's a big game. We have to be ready. If we're not ready, we're going to crumble against them.
Yeah, no, facts. Dow as well. I want your opinion on it, my brother. Well, Nottingham Forest, man. But there's I said maybe 6 weeks ago, where's this title winning run going to come from? We've managed to win 5 and we've drew 1. We need to put another 5 together now so we can look back after them 11 games and go 1-10, drew 1. That's good. We need to make sure that starts against Nottingham Forest away, didn't we, Dow? It's imperative, isn't it, my friend? Imperative.
It is. It just makes like yesterday's calamity even that much, hurt that much more. Like Lawrence was saying earlier, it was just, it's 6 steps forward and 3 steps back. And again, this is the pattern we've seen with this manager, right? Our doctor laid out all the years that we've come close and haven't really got it over the line. But yeah, I think that you guys all know we struggle with the low block. We struggle with the low block. We struggle with the penetration. We struggle with getting that ball through the channels up the middle for at least Gyökeres to get onto something. We struggle with Odegaard not knowing what to do in the low block, but play it to Saka, back to Odegaard, back to Saliba, back to Odegaard. The patterns are still there, right? And that's one thing that, of course, is a check mark, a blemish on this manager. And Sean Dyche will know this, like Static was saying. There's no mystery to this squad. There's no like, oh, I wonder what they're going to do this weekend. No, it's going to be like I'm saying. The patterns of play are the fucking same that it's been for 5.5, 6 years. And so I expect, Aaron, I expect Dyche to put them in a low block because they need a point, right? They will take 3, but they need a point, right? They're fighting relegation, let's be honest. And especially after the result today, which thank you, Lawrence, for telling us about the excitement of that game. I was keeping track of the score, but obviously didn't watch it. But coming back from 3-1, that proves that Forest have some fucking cojones, and they may go at us at certain times. They may find vulnerabilities. We may make mistakes. And as you guys know, there's a plethora of things that can happen. We could give up a pen. We could be up 1-0, give up a pen, and at the end of the day, it's 1-1. Then we're really stuck, right? Because I think City will go on a run. We've seen it time after time. They get 3 or 4 failures, right, which draws are failures for them, and then they kick on 3 or 4 games, and all of a sudden, it's a 1-point difference. So I think if Dyche does the low block, which I'm 98% certain he's going to do, it's going to be peak for us. And we don't have the manager or really the squad to really get through that low block. And I think there maybe Rice can find a way. If Eze gets an opportunity, he can find something there. Maybe Trossard. But right now, I have zero confidence in Gyökeres. We're talking 1 goal in open play in 13 games. If we count the Everton pen, that's 2. Right? So my confidence in Gyökeres is completely gone. And not just
Arteta.
because of exactly. I was going to say, not just because of Gyökeres, him alone.
Yeah.
Right? We've seen him looking over his shoulder. We've seen him looking for the pass. Static. You know this. I know this. We've seen him wanting the ball. So, like Jez was saying earlier, when I was talking with Jez, is he's a 6-yard box poacher, right? You get the ball to him, something will happen. He had 2 fantastic headers against Villa. Yeah, they were off the mark, but at least he was in the right space at the right time. And not counting what happened yesterday where he was completely at the wrong space at the right time. I think of Forrest, if we can get something going in the box, he can nick a goal, right? But again, Aaron, I just feel that it's not going to be a 2-0 win. It's not going to be a 3-0, 4-0 domination. It's going to be a tight, cagey 1-0, possibly a 1-1, because the low block, and when teams implement that against us, we have found zero solution for that. And if Dyche has any brains at all, which we know he does, that he's going to implement that, right? And so it's going to be very difficult for us to break through that. And I just, I think even some of the unstableness that we went through yesterday is going to bleed in to that game as well. And it's going to bleed in against Pompey, right? If Pompey gets an opportunity on a counterattack, they may not miss, right? They may not hit the bar like Bradley. A few inches down, it's 1-0. Liverpool run out of there with 3 points possibly. So, I don't want to backtrack. We've obviously all covered that over the last 24 hours. But going back to your point, Aaron, the low block, we don't have a solution. This manager doesn't have a solution. And our fucking captain doesn't have a solution. Like, if the manager runs out of ideas, isn't the captain kind of the next one to kind of grab the game by the scruff of the neck and say, okay, boys, this is what we're going to do. But we've been relying on Rice to do that. And to Macy's point, I agree too. Rice has been kind of up and down the last few games, even though we scored 2 great goals against Villa. But that doesn't prove that that's going to happen against a low block. Villa were not doing a low block. Rice was at the right place at the right time to score 2 great goals. We can talk about the goals of Madrid, which has catapulted him to, I think, that top 5 list that Perez was talking about, because what else could it really be, right? Except for the goals against Madrid. So with all that said and done, I'm thinking a 2-1, but that's my prediction. And now ask me in 24 hours, 48 hours, really where we're going with this, Aaron. And I think a cagey 1-1, because Forest are going to be fighting. And as you guys know, as we get further into the depths of the season, right, those lower tier teams will be fighting even more, right, for that 1 point, that 3 points. And we're the perfect team for them to really, go out up against for that. Right, we're going to be ripe for the picking at first, because already the mentality is that, we're going to win the league. Right, top Gooners are already thinking that we're 6 points, which we all know is nothing. That's nothing. Right, a draw draw here, a win for City. You know, Aston Villa. I mean, what was a 2-horse race they thought earlier? It's now a 3-horse race, right? And luckily, Villa had the draw the other day, but that doesn't predict future draws because Unai Emery has this team set up to win. And you know, with that, I'm going to sign off, bro. Thank you for having me on. Great to see
come
you.
on down, man.
Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Much love. But yeah,
always
anyway.
good to have a little text with you as well.
Yeah,
Yesterday,
sure,
do you know
man.
what I mean? Yeah, little
Absolutely.
text was always
We'll
nice,
catch up
man.
more, but, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, always, Dal. Come
Shout
on,
out to
man.
you guys,
I
for sure.
love
Thank you,
Shout out to
What an
everyone in the
absolute
chat
guy!
as well.
What an absolute guy he is, man.
Thank you, brother. So happy New
Love
Year, you
Dal.
guys. And we'll catch you guys
Always.
soon.
Yeah.
And
Happy
big
New
up
Year,
to you
man.
guys again. Take care,
Always.
fellas.
Big
Cheers.
up,
Take care,
big up
legend.
to Dal, man. What an absolute geezer.
Thank you,
So,
bro.
Doc, I'm gonna let you decide what you want to do here. So, to be fair, your best mate wants to come on the show, and they are backstage with a camera. I just wanted to say, do you fancy having a debate? As long as it's all respectful.
As long as it's all respectful, nobody cares.
That's it. Yeah, we all good. I'm muted again, am I?
No, not you. There he is.
As long as it's all respectful and copacetic. But as I said, look, if they are of a fragile and nervous disposition, it's not going to end well. So again, let's see what they have to say. Working as the legal counsel for Mikel Arteta, working pro bono so late in the evening.
Are we bottom left?
Okay, first of all, happy New Year to all of you guys. I really am watching you from India. Actually,
Big
it's
up to India. Big up to everyone in India
yeah.
that's watching.
Thank you so much.
Love.
It's already it's coming only 5 a.m. It's here. So I'm just okay. So just I'm waiting to coming on the show. I think you got my message. Anything wrong? It's not any banter. I'm supporting the club for 20 years right now, and I'm too waiting for the silverware. So what my question or what my topic was? So I was watching Game of Thrones right now. So I was in a very thrashy mood because I'm watching in season 6. And now I went to some FA Cup draws and look out from some results and getting ready for our Sunday match games. So then I went to YouTube and maybe you guys are viral or what, I don't know. This is my first time watching you guys and I don't want some content or don't watch any content. So I don't know what AFTV is. Someone suggests me to watch AFTV, then you can understand what they are want to relate to you. So I don't know that personally. So right now what I understand is you guys are very harsh on Mikel Arteta. You guys have all the right to, and I am also have some frustration over Arteta too, because of some reasons. I know I am supporting this man because of some words there he's saying. I believe in him, but I think it's high time that we won the silverware. So it's I'm very sorry, it's shivering right now in here, Kolkata, but it's so cold out here, so that's why my words are very jugglery, you can say. So my point is, or what I want to say is, and I want to know you guys' views on that. So the club is going in a direction in a very positive way, what I think. But some players, I think, need some suggestions or some rotations maybe. If you see, Martinelli played very well while he came on a substitution or as a player in a Champions League games. But in a Premier League game, which is he's a very, a senior to among, what can I say, when we use him as a first team player, I don't think he is so much positive or he brings any positivity in the teams. If you see the last night in the left side, he can play the ball to the man who is first on, but he's lofted the ball to the at the very right end, whereas no one can get the ball. So these are the very silly mistakes in a very important games and very important time. So I think the focus is losing a bit because we are playing a very tough match against a very tough team. So that's the bit I want very harsh because it's in Emirates, right? So we have to win this game, and this is a very crucial game for us because of the last what we have saw in a is the like Mikel said is uh, a moment of magic that made
Yeah.
we lost the game last time, and we need that too. And maybe we could have thrashed this Liverpool side, but they came very prepared. But it's not about how prepared you came to Emirates. It's our home ground. We have to win it. So that's my point, and we have to pick up points from these games too. While they are very, they looks very deluded or they looks very shaky because we never gonna see this kind of Liverpool in the future right now, or maybe Man City, or maybe United or Chelsea, because they are so shaky right now in the Premier League. Uh, I think we could have
Yeah.
trust them last night or
So,
the
so,
previous night.
so
Yes.
that's cool. Yeah. Given what you've just said, so what's
Hmm.
really your criticism then?
No,
I
my
don't
I
really
actually
get
see.
your angle.
Yeah, you don't like it. It's very true because
Because
see,
if you hold on one,
wait.
no.
Okay, let me clear my view.
No.
Let me
Just
clear my
hold up. No, I'm talking. Couldn't
Yeah, sure.
understand a bit of what you guys are trying to portray. This is coming
True.
in just randomly out of nowhere, or where this
True.
conversation's going. Like
Right.
you're not saying any of this, or what? Who suggested this kind of
Yes.
stream? Me, I suggested
Yeah.
it because it's my channel. I decided to do it on a Friday, like I have done for nearly a year. I'll do what I want to do. I'm the master of my own destiny.
Okay.
I don't really
Right.
understand what
Mhm.
what angle you're coming in at, because you've come in, you
No,
spoke
actually,
some,
yeah.
you've
No.
spoke some.
Actually, what happened is I didn't know the
What
rules
happened?
of the show. Yeah.
Well, there's
Let
no
me
rules of
clear
the
it
show. You
first.
either think you believe what you believe, or you don't, didn't you? There's no
Yeah,
rules or
true,
anything
true
like
that.
that.
I never, like I said, that I was in a Game of Thrones series, and now I went to the YouTube and YouTube suggests me that it was a very good angle. While a man suggesting about I really don't know you guys. I can't say your name properly actually because I can show it on the screen too. But when I came in live, I saw a very important topic said by someone who is mentioning our legends, and so I really forgot his name, but I was seeing in the chats. Maybe Kai, yeah, it can be Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
listen.
I
Well,
was
listen.
so
Yeah,
right.
that's all good. That's all good. Listen,
Yeah, perfect. So I was
you don't
so
understand much.
impressed.
You've had
Yeah,
a look on the. That's all good. Look, listen, what we'll say is thank
good.
you very much for jumping on. We're gonna keep it continually on wrapping around about things like that. But I do appreciate you jumping on and having a little bit of a word and all of that.
True.
And
True.
thank you very much, mate. I greatly appreciate it. And have a good new year, my friend.
Thank you.
Take
Thank you
it
so
easy,
much
brother.
for having me, and
All right, mate. No
thank you
problem.
so much for
You're
giving me
all
the
right.
problem.
You'll
Thanks.
do. You take it easy, brother. Take it easy, brother.
I mean,
And
like, I mean, like, unfortunately, I
I
was.
think there was a debate there.
I mean, I was going to ask him a few questions, like with some rather. So again, I mean, like, I think it's
I
understandable.
think we'd have gone round in a circle, if I'm being honest with you, which is why I politely said thank you for your time.
Aaron, we're not. And I just want to say, sorry, I'll let you speak, Dr. Seymour. Just give me a second. I just want to say that, look, if you think we're harsh on Arteta, honestly, we're not harsh enough. I'd certainly feel in my own gut I'm not harsh enough towards Arteta because he's just been getting away with it too much.
Yeah, yeah, he has been.
If you want to see harsh on coaches, go watch Napoli.
I mean, you only have to look at.
Go watch Italy sport. Yeah,
go watch Napoli fans if you want to see rough on a coach.
Yeah. I was going to say as well that you only have to look at the press conferences, the questions he gets. You know, he's not really being pressured, is he? So, and we know why.
They screen the questions beforehand, before they do the press conference.
They do.
They screen all the questions, and if you've got a question that's going to be negative or piss him off, they're not going to give you the chance to ask the question.
And they kick you
so
out.
The asking.
Yeah.
And they kick you out.
Yeah. That must be the reason why those reporters are scared if they ask about.
I mean, in regard to that gentleman, I'm sorry, I was having.
Yeah. Sorry, go on, Lawrence.
I mean, I was having technical difficulties, but I was having technical difficulties when you had that guy on, but I wanted to tell him about, he said he's been following the club for 20 years. I've been following this club for nearly 60 years, and I've seen it all.
Respect.
I've seen the good times and the bad times. And I was going to tell him about the time when Arsenal almost got relegated twice in the mid-70s under Bertie Mee. But at least Bertie Mee realised he couldn't take the team any further, and he stepped down.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy, this guy, he doesn't understand. He is a prime example of the current generation of our fan base. They've only just been following the club for 5 minutes, and they think they know it all, when in fact they don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and unfortunately as well, I think it's universally accepted that we're not going to win every single match, right?
Yeah.
And it's but with that being said, as may have been you that had said earlier, Aaron, every time, or rather 9 times out of 10, that we are provided an opportunity to lay down a marker, an opportunity to present, rather, we are presented with an inflection point that allows us to deviate course and to really hammer home that we mean fucking business this year. And and every single time that this opportunity has arisen in the past, we have neglected it.
Even last night.
And just like last night. We had we looked like the away team yesterday in the second.
I agree.
We had welcomed a Liverpool that was out of form and also depleted with injuries. The fact, again, like you could use any other context, but we should have gotten at least a goal on the line yesterday. It should have been a 1 easy.
If Arsenal had won by 1 goal, I'll take it all day long. No complaints.
Correct. Don't forget, Gravenberch pocketed Rice and Zubimendi as well. Gravenberch was superb yesterday. He absolutely tore Rice and Zubimendi into shreds. Rice looked shattered. Feel sorry for him. Zubimendi's just a slow, like a little turtle. Odegaard is like a turtle as well. Can someone explain to me, what does Odegaard offer? The guy has a pillow foot. The guy can't even pass the ball, bro. The guy can't even pass the ball. I call him Ode clapped for a reason. The guy's a clapped footballer, and he'll forever be a clapped footballer. The guy is a scrub. And people telling me, oh, but he's got assists. He's got 1 goal and 2 assists in the last 4 Premier League games. You want me to be fooled by that load of shit? Oh, but he's not useless. He does more than Eze. Mate, he can't even do anything on the pitch, bruv. The guy is hiding. Why does he hide? Try and create. I see him running on the pitch. He does nothing. Can someone explain to me, why do these Arteta sexuals, these top gooners, say, oh, Odegaard got injured and he needed time and he's come back and he's looked good. Mate, he's been shit all season and he's been shit last season. He's been bang average for 18 months. Why is no one talking about it? Oh, but you're a fake fan if you don't back the player. That's what everyone's telling us. If you don't back the player, we're fake fans. That's what we're told, Aaron.
And sadly,
boys. Sorry, wait. Sorry, guys. Sorry. My device is literally about to die. I'm on 1% right now, so I need to get off.
Big up, Static.
Take it easy,
Boys,
brother.
Big
What a
up.
legend,
Aaron,
man. Thank you
panel,
very much for giving the time.
Thank you so much.
What a guy.
It's been an absolute
Take care,
pleasure.
man. Take care.
I just want to say quickly as well, if you want to find me on Instagram, it's just static__5.
Yeah.
And you can find me anywhere within the Arsenal football YouTube community. Aaron, panel,
He's everywhere.
live chat.
Yes,
Big
he
love
is.
respect to each and every one of you.
I like the sunglasses.
Have a
man.
great
I like
show,
it.
boys. And listen, take care.
Take care.
Static.
Static, what a guy, man. Static, what a guy. Always greatly appreciated for anyone that gives me the time, especially Static. He's a cool guy, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
I was going to say, like,
Well, that's
they had all their strikers out, either injured or they were on AFCON duty. Okay, they had £300 million worth of talent missing from their team last night, and if Isak had played with one leg, they would have won that game.
Yeah, 100%, mate. If they were in any way, shape, or form like remotely a half decent side, they'll have torn into us. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if we played like that? That was a performance like what Sane and Mane, Mane and Salah used to do to us. That's what that was. That was a 4-1 destroying. That performance just took me back to all of them 5-1s, 4-0s, etc., etc. If that was a Liverpool side from then, that had absolutely taken us apart limb from limb. And it would have been pretty. I can promise you that.
Ironically enough, that 5-1 you're mentioning. Sorry, go ahead, Lawrence. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to quickly say, if Gyökeres had been wearing a Liverpool shirt, he'd have scored a hat-trick last night.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he'd have had more of a chance of fucking having a shot on target, wouldn't he? Let alone
if he'd not been subbed off, he would have tapped that in for 1-0. If Gyökeres had stayed on that pitch, and if he'd not put on Gabby Jesus, if Madwick had put that cross in, Gyökeres would have tapped that in for 1-0. We would take that win. Everyone in the panel would take that 1-0 win. But no, Gabby Jesus just disappeared. 1 minute he was there. Martinelli ran. No one else got the ball. No one else tried to get that ball. Why is Gabby Jesus there? Go and attack for that ball. But he scored against Aston Villa. What does that prove? Another irrelevant game. We overhype irrelevant wins that lead to nothing. This is what the fan base do. They overhype irrelevant wins that mean nothing. Beating Aston Villa means nothing. But beating Bournemouth means nothing. You have to win the games that you are unable to win. These draws are affecting us because the amount of those 14 draws were the reason why we did not win that league. If we turned those draws into wins, we win that league. Right now, these draws are costing us. And this manager needs to seriously step up. Because if this manager does not step up, change his tactics, change this formation, and put players that deserve a chance, then we're not winning this league title. Because he loves his love child, his love children, Saka, Havertz, Odegaard. Them are his love children. That's the reality. He just loves these players. And he comes out in press conferences saying, oh, guys, it is the weather, guys. The weather affected the game, guys. Oh, there was no magic. Dominic Szoboszlai at Anfield won them the game, guys. Oh, we dominated the second half, guys. Oh, we were so good, guys. They did not offer, but we tried, but we could not do it, guys.
And ironically enough, we have seen players in the past, right? This Arsenal was not founded in 2019. We have so when everyone talks about how great Martin Pillowfoot is, when we have had a wealth of attacking midfielders, not only at the Emirates era, but just even in our club history. Odegaard can't even get in the same fucking room, as he's attacking midfielders, whether it's Kleb or Rosicky or Cesc or Santi or Ozil. I mean, he cannot even shine their shoes. And and the fact that people rate these bum average players, it all just goes back to the fact that these are emotionally driven agendas. They are the only people that have agendas here. And as Andrew said, we are being way too polite calling them top gooners. They are cosplayers. They are cosplaying as Arsenal fans because in reality, they are only fans of the manager. They're not fans of the club, because anyone who is putting this moron who has failed to win anything since spending over $1 billion and still backing him, that is the only agenda going around here. And it's absolutely shambolic to put anyone above the club that they claim to support.
Yeah, fucking absolute facts. Do you know what?
Got one thing in there.
Go on. We'll go Gianni Lawrence.
Let Lawrence go.
Lawrence Gianni this time. Then go on. So it was the other way round. I thought I'd even it out, but go on, Lawrence.
Okay, I remember Liam Brady when he played for us, right? It was such a joy. One of my first idols when I started watching Arsenal. When he played, go and watch him on YouTube. When he played, he controlled the midfield. He controlled the play. When he got the ball on that left foot of his and went on those mazy runs, nobody could touch him. It was like the ball was stuck to his foot all the time. And as I said, when I see the likes of Odegaard playing for us today, Odegaard and even Ozil aren't fit to White aren't fit to tie Brady's shoelaces. They're a pale shadow of what Liam Brady was. He was a magician. You know, he orchestrated the midfield and he got us over the line many a time. And people go on about Odegaard being the greatest midfielder that this club has ever seen. Do me a favour.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke, isn't it? It's a joke. But Johnny, what were you going to say before we wrap?
I just wanted to say to our friend who hopped on to try to talk, there's nothing here that shows that we're in the right direction with Mikel Arteta at the helm. I just want to put this into perspective for a second. If Napoli win the Coppa Italia or the Scudetto, Napoli have won double the amount of major honors that Arsenal has since we won the last Premier League title. Do you have any idea if we come out next summer, let's say we don't win this year, Arteta stays, we come out and spend another 100 million in the transfer market for Arteta. We could have bought Napoli 2 times over. Arsenal has spent enough money to buy Inter Milan. Big up, Mr. Waffle. But Arsenal has spent enough money to buy Inter Milan. That's how much money we've spent. Let's put this into realization. Arsenal has spent enough money in 6 years for this manager to buy one of the most historic clubs in footballing history, let alone Italian history, footballing history, and he's won nothing. We're not headed in the right direction with him. We all want, listen, as much as we don't like Arteta, we all want to see him succeed because it means Arsenal succeeds. We could give a rat's ass. If it was Arteta FC, then no, we don't want to see us succeed. We want to see Arsenal succeed because that's what this club is supposed to be fucking doing. So, excuse my French, but I'm sorry. Arteta is not the right guy at the helm. And I'm telling you right now, he doesn't walk away with that. If he walks away with only the League Cup this year, sack his ass. He better be sacked going into the last game of the season. He better know that his job is over coming into the last game of the season if we don't walk away with this league title. I'm sorry. Because if he doesn't win this league title, I'm telling you right now, let Berta do his job. Give a call up to Don Carlo. Bring Ancelotti into Arsenal and let's stop this bullshit and let's actually fucking win. Enough's enough at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, Johnny.
Fucking tell him, Johnny. You tell him, Johnny. What a way to, that's it. What a way to wrap the show. Nothing else needs to be said after that. That's a fucking fantastic way to end it. Listen, we will raid Matty, the Southern Gooner, who is live at the minute. Everyone go over and show that geezer some love.
Great
man.
show,
That
Aaron.
is an excellent guy. That is an excellent guy, Matty. But big up to every single one of you in the chat. Big up to anyone that's, if there is anyone in here that's from start to finish, apart from the panel, of course, me and Gianni. Big up to all of the panel that's been jumped on, has been income, man. It's greatly appreciated that you've given even a second of your time to me. It's greatly appreciated.
No, big up, man.
I love the conversation and chat, man. Absolute world class. To all the mods, the members, the geezers that put in super chats, everyone that's put in chats and conversing, just to make this show's algorithm go and boost. If you could just smash the like button before we shoot. If you could subscribe to any of the guys that have got a channel here. They have been putting the links in there, but I don't know if they're in there at the minute. Do that. Do us a favor, and last of all, don't listen and follow all the bollocks that comes out of the likes of Creatine Dan's mouth, Igal's mouth, AFTV's mouth, all of them lot. Don't be fooled into listening to that shit. If that's your cup of tea, do you know what? That's your cup of tea. That's cool. But if you're sitting on the fence, don't fucking fall off it. Don't fall off it and hit the back of your head. Come on.
Embrace the history. Embrace the
Push
history.
forward and stand on your feet. Fall on your feet.
Remember why we demolished Highbury.
Fall on your feet.
Remember why we
better beat Portsmouth on Sunday. You better beat Portsmouth
on Sunday. Raid Matty, the Southern Gooner. Aaron talks Arsenal raid. Hopium raid. Raid.
Good night to
everyone. Up to every single one of you.
Everybody.
Where are you?